looks like a pug.
No priest paladin. 3 druids.
Damn, those hunters are gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yes, they will.
Druid. Say look at the bitch.
Looks like a maybe 1 LM. Yeah, there's a hunter going LM. Maybe like 3 going to GM. And there's like 6, 7, 8 going to VS. The rest of them are going to
What's
GM.
up, guys?
We got Open. We got a PI.
What's up with it? What's up with it?
It's like 2 farm right now.
Okay, hit up GM. One.
If you want to just go mine. One more.
I gotta. Let me get in combat first here.
You guys okay, farm?
We're handling it for now.
Go, beak off, beak off. Actually, this rogue.
Oh, there's Roger.
Hydroxy.
Yeah, farm is good.
Should be getting mine here.
There's a rogue at farm. I don't know where you went. But I mean, I have 2 blocks, so I'll be fine if you guys want to go.
Not quite sure how I didn't get the flag. Because he didn't hit me.
Body razors.
Alright, push up.
Just trying to annoy him as much as I can right here.
With their corpse.
What's up, man? How you doing? Doing good. We're just trying to push as much honor as we can. I am behind actually a pretty big chunk this week.
I'll just follow you before we start.
But we'll see. I'm hoping I can still maybe pull it off. We should be able to hit rank 12 tomorrow is what I'm really hoping for, but it's gonna be kind of tough. I'm really distracting a lot of them here. They're all focused over here on me, like messing with them, and literally our whole team is about to swoop in behind them here.
CC him any way you can.
Show balls, you can heal me, I'm not gonna die.
Big heals.
There's some hunters left. You ready? Next.
Might be dead here. I mean, mana. pot. Go ahead and
You guys
pot.
get a frost trap on the stables graveyard when you can.
Is that road going to BS? I should be able to hit
I
on
think I'm
those
still
features.
dead. Full bash. I got nothing.
They're here.
Stand inside the cow to cow.
We lasted for a while there. Got gloves off of Cthulhu on Friday. Nice, man. That's awesome. Big grats. Those are huge. Boots of Epiphany. Yeah, Boots of Epiphany are actually really good for PvP. They're very, very good PvP boots.
Fuck yeah.
As far as like, eventually, it's not like really a priority for me, but eventually I would like to have like a glass cannon type build where basically it's just everything that's max spell power.
Shadow Priest.
You know, while still maintaining a good amount of like stamina int,
Fucking road.
but not really prioritizing armor very much or, you know, any of the other stats, and really just trying to get some stamina int and really high spell power, and Boots of Epiphany are optimal for that. I like the tier 2.5 boots are cool just because they have like the spell pen and they're, you know, kind of either. I'm a big fan of the hybrid itemization for PvP. But obviously you do lose like a little bit of overall like spell DPS by having stuff that's kind of hybrid itemization.
The gate.
But Boots of Epiphany are great. They're definitely pieces I would be trying to accumulate over time if I was able to get them. We haven't seen them drop yet once. Dude, I thought this Pokemon theme music was going to be a good idea. I don't know. It's kind of getting a little obnoxious to me already. I don't know if I'll... Oh. What are you doing over here, big guy? What are you doing over here, big guy? It's a cute helmet you got. Oh, dude, that's bad. You just got... We're getting War Stomp Lightning comboed right there, dude. Trying to mess with the double Locomere Elisham Boomkin OP duo right here. Get out of here. None of the mages one of them. Yeah, a lot of that kind of off-spec gear, like, so for us, that kind of falls in like a quote-unquote like a PvP category, where it's not really an upgrade for anything you would use like raid-wise, but it is like stuff you would potentially use like out in open world type content. That kind of stuff generally goes pretty unwanted as well in our group. People just at this point like don't want to keep the gear around, you know? It's like you end up just having like so much shit in your bags. What's up, Nuclear? How you doing, man? I have lock in bag. Should I go for Regalia? So it's basically, it's like a side grade. It's not really any kind of like DPS gain from it, but it does give you some more hit. So in a PvE environment, I would probably prefer it just because you gain 1% hit, right? Because it's got 2% on it, whereas the offhand by itself is going to just have 1, even if you got the offhand off of Twin Imps. So it does give you basically an extra % hit that you can't get otherwise. All right, I got to change this music, guys. All this stuff sounds the same. What do we want to listen to? We got any? Give me a video game soundtrack, because that video game soundtracks do not trigger all the copyright stuff. Someone said yesterday that like at the end, right, coincidentally as I was ending the stream, it got like banned from. Furry soundtrack? That sounds like something I don't want to listen to. Is that actually like a thing, or you mess with me? Furry soundtrack? Furry original game soundtrack. Okay. I'll trust you, Shosh. Nice. All right, this is way better so far. It's real, man. Okay, I can't believe you. Whoa. That's not what I was expecting. This is better though. But yeah, on the YouTube side, YouTube, like if it's any kind of music stuff, it gets copyright flagged, and then YouTube basically will like ban it in like half of the world. It's very weird the way that it happens. I don't really understand how they decide. I'm assuming it's just based off what kind of copyrights people have, but couldn't see your last video. Yeah, it happened a bunch. It said, when I looked today, it said 39% of my viewers are not able to watch it because of copywritten infringement. And I've just literally all I had is I had the Toxic Avenger playing on Spotify. It was like all their songs. Someone had mentioned them like the stream before, and I really liked them, so I just was playing like their stuff. And that triggered a bunch of copyright flags. It's not an issue at all with Twitch. Like all of the DMCA stuff or whatever, all of that drama is not like as big of a deal. It's very kind of seldom, but YouTube will flag your shit every single time. Just because it'll auto copyright flag stuff depending on how people have set up songs and all kinds of stuff like that, and it's a problem. But yeah, to answer your question, so I would get the staff, the regalia staff, if other people like in my guild didn't need it, but a lot of people don't have great weapons. And so like for that, like I wouldn't take it over someone, say someone's using like Staff of Dom or something like that, right? I wouldn't take it over them because it's a massive upgrade for them, and it's like a side upgrade for me. Okay, there's someone here.
How big did you configure the pool accents?
Okay, so orc. All right, we're gonna go on our Songflower hunting spree here. What's up, Jonah? How you been? I've been watching you since I made balance. Keep it up, man. Great work. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoy, man. So I was saying this. I'll probably be saying this like the next few streams, but we basically are taking a 3-week break from raiding, just to kind of get people to kind of be fresh and ready to go for Nax, and have had a handful of people kind of getting burnt out and stuff like that. So we're just taking a little pause from raiding, and we'll start back up the beginning of next month. So I'm still going to be streaming. I still play like every day, and I'm playing all the time. I'm just PvPing. So a lot of the content here over the next few weeks is just going to be strictly like PvP stuff, because we're not going to be raiding very much. And I kind of want to I'm happy to take a break from raiding so that I kind of get a little more excited to raid when we come back. So just so you guys are aware, there won't be like really any AQ streams or any of that kind of stuff for the next few weeks while we take that break, because I want to also take that time to really focus on PvP ranking, and I also want to kind of take a little step back from raiding for those few weeks to kind of make it feel fresh again, you know what I mean? Can't wait to World PvP after tomorrow night. I've been raid logged. Yeah, dude, the whole world buff thing, man, all of that stuff, it just is, all of that stuff just kind of is compounding on itself. And if you're trying to really perform well, I feel like if I'm raiding and PvPing, I feel like I end up kind of like not doing either really full-heartedly, right? Because the PvP time cuts into like your ability to get world buffs, and then if you're like trying to get world buffs and consumes for raid, you're not really like ready to, I don't know, that might just be me. But so I'm kind of looking forward to this, because this will let me kind of focus on PvP for the next few weeks, which is I'm getting kind of close in my ranking grind here, so hopefully maybe this will allow me the opportunity to be able to push through and get rank 13. But just so you guys know, it'll be a little more PvP focused content here moving forward these next few weeks. I don't think I'm going to raid at all for those 3 weeks. Nuclear. I might. We'll see in a couple weeks. A big part of a big factor is the way ranking is, right? You have to try and hit certain brackets. Like you have to hit certain benchmarks each week, depending on what your goals are. So depending on how much time I have to play, and if I can get to my goal in time, then I'll have extra time to be able to potentially like do raids and stuff. I'm not opposed to doing raids at all, but I want to make sure that I'm hitting the brackets I'm trying to hit for PvP as my first priority. And then if we get to that point, you know, maybe hopping on the shaman and doing a little PvP or doing some raids, you know, on coach or whatever it ends up being. But I want to really make sure that if we're taking this time off of doing organized raiding as a guild for 3 weeks, that I'm spending that time and kind of focusing that energy towards the PvP rank system, because I'm also potentially going to hit rank 12 tomorrow. So that gives me 3 weeks to really focus and work hard on getting rank 13, which I can actually get a huge amount of progress in 3 weeks, or potentially even get it done in 3 weeks. So that's kind of my thought process. You need 2 tunes, one for PvE and one for PvP. Yeah, no, I feel you. Because ideally you have a raid log tune that's full world buff, right? And full consumes on that character. And that's like everything you have on that character is all like PvE related. And then you have a PvP tune that's like got all your PvP goodies on it, you know? And you can just play that character nonstop. So once I finish ranking on coach, like rank 13 is my goal. I'm still, coach is like, this character is always going to be my main. Like, I'm just a big fan of Balanced Druid. Really enjoyed it so far. And I'm real excited about TBC Balanced Druid. But I also do enjoy Elemental Shaman, so I'm looking forward to that, because once I finish ranking on this, I'll be kind of trying to somewhat rank. I don't know if I'm going to rank seriously again after I get 13 on this character, but I'll have basically 2 different characters, right? So I think it'll make a lot of that stuff easier. I wanted to see if I could Moonfire him, it didn't work. But I think it'll make a lot of that stuff easier. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But we had made that decision kind of like last night, talking about it. So sorry for those of you that are gonna have to hear it a few times. But I know people are gonna be kind of confused, like, why aren't you streaming AQ? Why aren't you streaming AQ? So I apologize in advance if you have to hear that explanation a few times. Question, are you going to play Shadowlands? So I was real excited about Shadowlands like 2 months ago. And it seems like the more stuff they announce, the less excited I'm getting. I have never not played an expansion. So I think there's a very high chance that I at least play it at the beginning. But I'm not very, at this point with what they've done so far, I'm not very optimistic that it's gonna be a very successful game. If I'm being just completely honest. Like I think, I don't know if any of you guys like watch Asmongold's videos, not like his stream itself, but when he does like the videos in the treehouse where he's kind of talking about stuff. He did one recently, like, what the fuck is wrong with Shadowlands, I think was like the title. And I think a lot of what he says hits the nail on the head, and there's just a lot of really weird decisions that are being made, and I really hope it's an amazing expansion. I really want it to be good. Watch, I have Fire Reflector here. This guy's not gonna be ready for it. He just killed himself. Kill yourself. I just run out. I really want it to be good, but I'm not hopeful that it is going to be good. The Zach Rohr one, I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's the one where he does like, it's not his stream videos or highlights. It's like he's using like his cell phone camera, sitting in the treehouse, and he's just talking about stuff. Or he does like those videos where he goes to like the drive-thru and stuff like that. Yeah, later gnome, see ya, little gnome bitch. But I think he, like, if you guys have, I think it's like a 19-20 minute video, something like that. If you haven't watched it, I recommend it, because I think he brings up a lot of really good points.
Y'all into a queue right now?
This guy feral charged me.
We're still waiting.
Bash. Okay.
Cool. I just got out.
Interesting, big dog. Interesting. Is he just in bear form?
Yeah, I'm just waiting on this queue to pop here.
Sweet.
But I think he articulates a lot of the issues very well. And I don't know, man. It seems like everything they're changing and adding is making the game worse and worse, or it's making it seem less and less like it has less and less potential of being a success to me. So I don't know, man. I really hope it's successful. I intend on playing it on release. I think I've already pre-ordered it. I'm pretty sure. I usually pre-order like all the expansions like right when they come out, or like right when they're able to be pre-ordered. But so far it's not looking good. It's looking like a pretty convoluted setup how BFA was, and I just didn't really like it. And the thing is if Classic and or TBC exist at the same time, you can't really play both effectively, like at least the way I kind of like to play it. And so I kind of have to pick. I have to prioritize one. And if one of them is going to be all convoluted and take just a huge amount of time doing content I'm not super interested in doing, it's going to be hard for me to really get interested in it, you know?
Thunder Fury partial.
They need to eat the bullet and wipe the game clean. I mean, I was real hopeful that they're kind of reverting back to a lot of the basics of what makes Classic so great. It sounded like initially in the first kind of like Shadowlands update stuff. I don't know. And then just a lot of the convolution with the Covenant system and the conduits and there's just, I don't know, man. It's just, it seems like there's just a lot of really weird design decisions that are being made that I'm having a hard time following. And it's just not super hopeful, but I hope I'm wrong and I hope the game turns out great, and you know, we'll see. What's up, Plasma? How you doing, man? Savage, are you playing, are you intending on playing Shadowlands? Are you guys, I mean, I actually did a poll because I was surprised originally when the, like the beta kind of started going live. I did a poll on the YouTube channel of like who's intending on playing it, and basically like everyone said no. Like a huge percentage of people said no, and I was kind of surprised. I thought more people were gonna say, yeah, I'm real excited about Shadowlands.
8 folks.
All right, looks like 3 going LM. And the rest are going to BS.
We haven't been having very much luck with that stable snag, so I'm gonna just go BS and fight with them. I played the beta, wasn't in love with balance. I really liked Elisham. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not super the class changes and stuff like that. I feel like until it's actually released, and even still then, so much can change with how Blizzard does all their weird
like
stuff.
By farm and BS.
Nice, Jesus. Literally just got obliterated right there. I'm gonna keep Fire Reflector on, I think, for this. Starfire Sunny's gonna die from that warrior. Wrath. Nice.
Y'all 3 should be good. Set up Martin.
Do you have farm or need more? Sure, yeah.
I'm going Lock for Shadowlands. Yeah, Warlock looks cool. What rank are you? We are almost rank 12. 86% of the way through rank 11. I don't, so our cap this week for bracket 3, which does get me into rank 12, is 550k. I'm 150,000 honor away from that cap. And I don't think, I'm not going to be able to farm that tonight, but my hope is that I can get close and that the bracket is pretty big. So worst case, if I'm a bracket lower than that, I only go up like 10%, so I'm going to have one more week, but that's the reality. I just didn't have that much time this week.
Oh wait, you didn't stop me, but I'm okay with that.
I wonder what balance is like in retail. Balance is pretty different in retail, honestly.
Where are they?
That's another thing is balance in retail isn't as cool to me as balance in classic or TBC. So like the biggest difference between the two is that you have a new ability added called Star Surge, which is kind of like your big bursty spell, but it makes Starfire not
There's 4 is 5 here actually.
as impactful as Starfire is in classic. And I really like in classic how there's this like risk reward to casting Starfire where it's like this long cast, but if you get it off, it just absolutely chunks people. And it doesn't play like that in retail. And it's okay, like it's fun in its own way, but I really like, that's like the biggest thing that I really enjoy about playing Balanced Druid in classic is this like risk reward system for Starfire. Like you have this big cast, but it can crit for like 2/3 of their health. It can stun them, but it's a super long cast and you gotta kind of risk being able to pull it off. And I like that kind of play style. It's really enjoyable to me. And retail's fun, but retail's a lot like, it feels more like you're kind of like slapping each other a bunch. Like, right, it's a bunch of little fast actions that aren't hitting as hard individually, but you have a lot more, there's a higher quantity of numbers and they're just lower in value. Right, like you have Moonfire, Insect Swarm, Wrath, Starfire, Starfall going on. Like there's all these other numbers happening at the same time, but I really like the whole just like slow Starfire cast that does 3/4 of their health. You know what I mean? Keep getting Viper Stone, dude. Try and drink here. Hunter's probably gonna try and steal it again.
Me.
I'm gonna try and root him here for Rick. Try and save you, Rick. I'm trying to save you. Nice. Yeah, something about BC just doesn't feel epic like vanilla. Yeah, it's BC starts going in that direction a little bit, but it's still close. It's still close to vanilla, but vanilla is yeah, I mean they're all different in their own way and they're all cool, and you know, it's like pros and cons to all of them. All the different expansions have things that were great and things that sucked. I need a drink here. I'm gonna drink down the hill, hopefully so I don't get targeted.
Reinforcements trying to dive right in on there. Oh fuck.
All the people playing retail now are the ones that don't want to lose their collections. Yeah, there's definitely some truth to that, and that's like
Fucking go in and die.
that's kind of like part of my interest in retail too, is like the mount collecting stuff, the
save my
transmog, like all that kind of stuff
The
is really
massacre,
enjoyable to me. I do like that stuff,
Yeah.
but I just, the gearing
They
in
did to my
BFA was so bad, and if Shadowlands can be closer to how classic WoW gearing is, there's a much higher chance that I play it. Oh, that still hit me?
You're
That
gonna have to
sucks.
kill these people. They're gonna train you all
I'm gonna
day.
die here. I'm stuck.
Kill these people.
I thought I was out of range of that. I should have just shifted out of travel form.
Okay, this is our chance to mount up.
Taking out a lot of the RNG with gear. Yeah, it's the thing that's sick about classic, right? Like for me, from a gearing perspective, like I don't have to worry about all of my gear getting replaced in the next raid, right? When phase 6 comes out, I'm gonna have some upgrades for sure, but there's pieces I'm wearing right now that I'm still gonna be wearing in phase 6. And the fact that the gear's not replaced every, you know, 2 or 3 months or every season in its entirety is what I really like, because it doesn't, I don't, it's not motivating enough for me to just go and get gear and then have to go and get all new gear again the next,
Charge
you
into
know,
them.
3
All
months
in the
from
back
now or
line, man.
whatever.
Fucking harass them.
So that's kind of the gearing, like in a nutshell for me. If it's just, I'm constantly feeling like I'm just constantly grinding gear and I'm never getting to a point where I'm like in my best in slot, I just lose a lot of motivation of like playing. It's not even that the game's like worse or better for it. It's just it's hard for me to be interested in playing that over and over again, because I feel like I'm just wasting time if I'm never getting to a point of like achieving gear that I don't have to replace in 2 months. Watch, this is good. I'm gonna reflect this right here. Is he gonna kill him? Nice.
Alright, we're on flag. We're both on flag.
Oh, that's a sick fireball, man.
Towards us.
That was so cool.
Got this. Let's go.
It was fire reflector.
Fucking got him again.
There's the engineering trinket. The loot has character. Yeah, I mean that, dude. That's how like the best way I can probably kind of describe it is like getting my full tier 2.5, right? This set I'm using right now. This set I will use for the rest of Classic in some capacity, right? It is never obsolete. It might not be optimal for every situation, but there are times when it is actually still going to be good, even in Phase 6, right? I will use it the entire rest of the game. In a lot of situations for me playing balance, it's going to be superior to Nax gear and tier 3, right? Because that's all like healing stuff. Like the fact that I could achieve getting the gear and all of those pieces are basically going to be my bis for a build that I'm playing, and I don't have to worry about replacing those pieces. That's like that's the achievement that you're kind of trying to get to. Like hitting those benchmarks is what makes the MMORPG genre fun to me, because you're working and progressing towards these goals, and you can actually like achieve what you're trying to accomplish. And in retail, I feel like every time I start playing, it's like I'm just chasing my tail. Like I never can really I can't really get to best in slot, and then as soon as I start getting closer and closer and I get kind of where I can see the light at the tunnel, a new season comes out and all the gear is shitty, you know? And I just don't like that. That happens, and I play for like a season, and then I'm like discouraged after that. I'm like, all right, I just wasted all that time because everything I have on right now is going to be bad as soon as I play, 50 more arena games. Yeah, like Robes of Volatile Power, I still use exactly. Like, even though there's stuff that's better than it, those are still great robes for so long. And those come out in Phase 1. You could literally be using those robes for the last 8 months and you're fine. Like, there's stuff that's going to be a little bit better, but those are still great. And like, I love that way that itemization exists in Classic. And if Shadowlands had that kind of same feel where stuff from the earlier phases is still relevant to the later raids and all that stuff, that's like, I think is a real... Whoa. Why did I just cast that? I didn't push anything. Just cast Poison Cleanse right there. But that's like the epitome of what you want to try and accomplish from like a game design standpoint, because it gives people reasons to keep playing all kinds of content. I think a lot of the retail stuff is a little bit too far gone to get back to that point, but hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully that they're able to do that. But that's a big part of why I have a hard time really sticking to retail, in all honesty. I'll go back for a little bit, but then just trying to gear is overwhelming, and knowing it's all going to be obsolete again in the next season is just, I'm just not motivated, But we'll see. We'll see once it comes out. I am excited to try it out. I'm excited for the pre-patch and the class changes. That's always something that I really enjoy with every expansion. So TBD on that one. TBD. I'm much more looking forward to TBC though than I am Shadowlands. Like, if they were to release at the same time, I would play TBC over Shadowlands. So you guys know in the past how we've talked about all these different kind of like little nuanced reasons why balanced druids are really dope, right? And kind of like hidden pros and cons of all kinds of like real specific things. Another thing that's a really great pro to balance is the reflectors, the engineering reflectors. There's no arcane or nature Reflector. So all of our spell schools, I never have to worry about any of our spells getting reflected. Just another little kind of like perk we have when it comes to PvP stuff. Because even if you're a fire mage, you still use Frostbolt occasionally, or vice versa. Like you're using your frost and fire spells. You're a frost mage, you're using fire blast. So the reflectors still have some kind of significance, no matter what spec you're playing as a mage. Similar with warlocks, like depending on what spec, the different reflectors obviously vary in like strength depending on what spec warlock you're playing against. But I've thought about it a bunch of times where I'm like loading up like a big starfire and it crits and does like, you know, 2800 damage. I've thought about like, dude, if that could have gotten reflected back onto me, I 100% would have killed myself so many times. Could you imagine could you imagine reflecting a 3000 starfire crit onto yourself? Not to mention like starfire stunning yourself. How miserable would that be?
Short one.
Thank goodness there's no arcane reflector. Are you gonna make a video for the changes in the pre-patch? The changes in the pre-patch for Shadowlands? Is that what you mean? As of right now, I don't know enough of what I would be trying to play in retail to even really be able to tell you what kind of content I would be trying to make in retail. I don't make really any content that's not genuinely stuff like I really enjoy or like have actually spent a lot of time like looking up or trying to understand or play or whatever. It's all stuff like I genuinely actually really enjoy. That's the only way I can really be motivated to like make any content for it. If pre-patch 4, you know, we start getting closer to Shadowlands and I start playing it, if I start genuinely really enjoying Shadowlands, I will make content for Shadowlands 100%. Because I enjoy making content, but I have to enjoy playing Shadowlands to be able to do that, you know? I would love to be able to play Balanced Druid in Shadowlands, to be able to kind of draw comparisons between, you know, classic and or TBC in Shadowlands. I think that would be really fun. Oh, I think there's a bunch of guys right here. We got a port. We got any world buff boys? No? It's okay, let's try and kill him anyway. Ice block. Okay, of course. He wouldn't be a mage if he didn't try and polymorph me, right? This guy's gonna try and fear me. Nice. Dude, it's a multi-boxing hunter. Dude, there was an alliance guy that did this. He had like 5 gorillas, and his gorillas all came up and wrecked me. They all came up and like thunderstomp me or whatever it's called. Look at this, dude. I got killed by a night elf with the same thing. He had fucking like 100 gorillas. Look, he's got 1 wolf to get the aura. Holy shit, man. No way. What are you doing, dude? Fuck, trying to keep up with the Shadowlands updates. Yeah, I haven't. I've purposely not been paying attention to it because I feel like this way a lot of times with any of the expansions is they're so constantly making changes that I feel like you just spend a huge amount of time like learning the class changes, and then all of the class changes can change 2 weeks later. So I really wait until it's in like a more final form before I start diving too much into it. I would have liked to play the beta, but even still, like a lot of the beta stuff is a little like, if I was to have played the beta early on, it's a lot of that stuff's irrelevant at this point because so many changes have happened. But 100 box is OP. I mean, dude, that hunter that killed me with like the 5 monkeys was absolutely miserable to play against because you're getting attacked by so many things. You can't cast any spells. Like if it's not instant cast, you're not casting it. You just have so many damn things attacking you at one time. It was just ridiculous. You know what'd be crazy is to have 5 wind serpents and have all of them like double lightning bolt you. You could probably like insta kill people like that. Because the lightning bolt is 50 focus and they have 100, right? So you could like double lightning bolt. Let's see if anyone's down here by the elementals. This is my route, dude. I do this every time between queues. Doing what I can to try and bump up a little bit of extra honor per hour. It also is helping me get better. I'm not particularly good at world PvP. There's a lot of like variables you have to kind of like take into consideration that you don't have to when you're in battlegrounds the same way. We're gonna chicken surprise this guy. See if he'll kick my starfire. Is he a bot? Looks like he's a bot. It's OP, dude. He didn't even know what to do. Is it free? 272 honor right there. Do you guys see that? What the hell? Do you guys see him move? I think he's here by himself. If I find these bots like this, those are actually, if you're actually trying to farm honor, they're really, really good for farming honor because you can kill them like 4 times in a row and get like 1,000 honor. They're not particularly exciting fights, but it's just free honor. Here we go. Oh, we got a 2-for-1. These guys are low level. I gotta go the hunter here first. Did he pot? How did he get so much health back? Look, this guy's getting attacked by this giant tree. Here, we'll hit him with the... What, you think we can melee this guy to death? Actually hitting him kind of hard. He potted. Dude, are you kidding me? I thorns myself here. Maximum melee DPS Moonkin. Oh my god, he parried it. Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's extra 300 honor right there between the two of them. Go up and back to melee, dude. How demoralized would you be if you're a warrior and a Moonkin just comes up and auto attacks you to death with Locomir? I got handed the Eddard from the 10-hour war. What's the 10-hour war? Should I know what that means? Is it some kind of like event or something? Hand of Edward the Odd, I think, is a lot better on Elemental Shaman than a Boomkin, but there are definitely situations where you could... Oh, here's this guy again. I think this guy's a bot. His pet's on me. I'm gonna hibernate him. Oh, I can't. He intimidated me. When in doubt, just moonfire it out, you know? What the hell's Cold Eye? This guy has to be a bot. There's no way he's just trying to bandage in my face. What's Cold Eye? What is this from? Oh, is it the Basilisk trinket? Is that what that is? He just Basilisk trinket me? You thought I was gonna melee him to death as a chicken boy? When the AQ-40 hour gong was hit. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, hand to Edward the Odd. I don't know if you guys watch Javel. I think it was Javel's PvP video. Javel has I really enjoyed Javel's PvP videos. But she had a clip in hers where she was against a hunter and she was auto attacking the hunter pet with hand to Edward the Odd to try and get procs. And that kind of a situation against hunters, I can see it being somewhat effective. But it's pretty niche. I think we do have the benefit of like the fact that Moon Conform is so tanky that you can kind of be up in melee, you know, melee's faces, like doing that. I don't know if I would ever be sitting there like auto attacking instead of spamming like downrank Moonfire potentially. So that I haven't. That's why I haven't bought it, because I don't know if my playstyle, if I would actually use it. But there is some, you know, you can justify it being a useful item for any caster that can use it.
You pop.
Well, he's gonna try and ready. So you gotta like. Okay, he's gonna scorch himself here. The reflector, dude, just always gets him every time, man. I've been like keeping the reflector on like 100% of the time, just because fire mages are actually like the scariest thing. Because like one fireball hits basically the same amount as our starfire. So if you can like cast the reflector while they're mid cast and line up like Wrath into Moonfire or like Starfire into Moonfire, and then you also are reflecting their fireball back at them, you can like insta kill people. And a lot of mages aren't really like paying close enough attention, like if they're getting, you know, they get overwhelmed or whatever, they're not expecting you to have Reflector on. But that's one of the few classes like that, and or PvP trinket. Like arguably I should probably have like Fire Reflector and then my PvP trinket for like rogues and warlocks, because like breaking the first fear or breaking kidney are kind of like the other two really big things that can kill you consistently. But fire mages are so prominent right now, and so many fire mages hit so hard that the Fire Reflector has been a pretty strong trinket with just how many fire mages there are right now currently in the game. Every time I use my Reflector, the mages use a different school. Yeah, it's all about using it kind of as like a counter, because it basically is giving you 5 seconds of free damage from that spell school. I'm not worried about dying from a Frostbolt from a fire mage, right? Like that's not scary to me. And being able to like use it as just a massive defensive cooldown. Ideally too, you want to use it after they've used their spell reflect, because you can like spell reflect heal. I mean, sorry, after they've used their interrupt, their spell kick, then that way you can like fire reflect heal, so you're like healing yourself and reflecting damage back. You want to have some kind of awareness of when their fire blast is coming back off cooldown as well, because like a lot of times they can do like scorch into fire blast, and that's like a real big burst on top of like a moonfire or any kind of damage you can throw out.
Mage. Forces block, forces block. Dan, Dadamo. Is
Yep,
LOS.
Jesus. Be able to kill this
Mage
mage here.
coming out. Mage is down.
Jesus, dude.
One going farm.
Scuba.
Yep. One farm.
I'm naded.
Down now. Got a fear. Sapper.
Oh yeah, we got it.
How many farm?
Just a hunter.
Okay. Solace is on.
I think he's gonna cap it here. You got a trap on him. Oh, can you get the res? Nice. That was a good kick. GM is not capped yet, so I'm actually gonna rotate down to GM.
Two going blacksmith.
Is this a group of guildies with? No, these are just all the PvP guys.
Four going
Like I was saying, there's like a
gold mine.
there's a whole like PvP community. That's basically this group. I'm gonna just try and spin as much as I can here. I need to wait for our team to reinforce this. If we can 4-cap here, I think this is a pre-made, I'm guessing.
Six
Yeah,
down
it is
here?
white
What
made.
the fuck?
White made. If we can 4-cap this, then it'll probably discourage them.
I'm gonna force him to engage it early, so I can get an early red.
Gotcha.
Okay, double stun, bark skin, feral charge
Get on the
away.
priest. The priest on the flag. Good kill.
I'm gonna go back into bear here. I have Innervate and
Druid in
Rejuve.
the
I'm gonna
back,
Frenzied
Swiftness will-
Regen
He just rezzed.
and Rage here.
Battle res the priest.
Is one of these,
Priest
is there
is
like a
back up.
gnome capping right here? Why is it spinning like that?
Prisoners come GM. Let's see
How many warriors do they have? Jesus, dude.
Right.
There's a lot here though.
Also, some hunters.
I think I can heal up.
I'm
Nice.
resing it on, we're good.
This is big. This is actually huge. Absolutely huge. Except we're all dead. I think I can stealth here though. And spin.
I'm watching GM flag.
100% that Druid's gonna try to go farm.
Oh, dude, how'd he see me? Did I not stealth?
I might go sit with him. I'll go sit with him. I'll go sit.
I'll stay blacksmith now.
Do a demo shot up. I'm kind of screwed here. I don't have anything else. I'm dead, I think. Spun that for a while though. Yeah, this isn't Kojin is actually in my guild. But the rest of these guys are just part of the guys that just PvP all the time.
Run away from me.
There's a group of probably about 50 or so people
So they have so
that are like ranking
Lots too.
some like more seriously than others, but
At me.
cool little PvP community, and everyone plays together like regardless of what guild you're in and everything. It's like everyone's just on each other's friends list and
I can start pushing.
groups up, you know, and queues up. I don't know if that's how it is. I'm assuming it's like that to some extent on every server, but that's a big part of why I've really enjoyed ranking on my server so far. Is like the whole community that's ranking's
I'll come over
been
there
a lot of
with
fun to play
Don.
with. Starfire the priest here.
Helmeted at blacksmith.
here, but I gotta.
Don't open. My cat's gonna go in.
Priest gonna die here. It's not hard cap. This is a dumb play by them because they don't have a hard res here. So like us wiping all of
Does
them
he have
means
a
we
rag?
can come in and like we have the advantage point or the vantage point here. Oh, they're
Good
roping.
shit, bro. I'll come reinforce them.
Yeah, let's get that.
Okay. Or they're not roping and they're just
Y'all should go.
gonna make this take longer, I guess. I don't know.
Make sure they don't roll.
Keeping the valley.
They are roping now. Two of them didn't understand, or this guy's
They're gonna take it back.
just a real badass rebel guy.
We need to spin stables.
Captain Dead Dad.
Yeah, we got no one there.
Interesting name. Yeah, see, so this was
Cap.
it's exactly what I
That's a
said.
bigger one.
You pull a 4-cap, and
Oh,
then
they
a
don't care.
pre-made is gonna go
Wait,
ahead
what?
and rope and let you guys go ahead and
they
just win
probably
the
know,
game.
like, it's done.
Oh yeah, they don't even
Just
care. They're
because
not
of
trying to recraft stable.
Honor per hour efficiency.
Yeah.
So that's why it's real important. Even though you think like, okay, we got 3 bases, it's real important to make sure that they know they're not gonna be able to like pull off a win somehow. So if they get these 2 caps and they're like, oh, we just need to cap 1 more, a lot of times they'll drag out the game for a real long time. So it's important to really
me.
play it out until you can get that 4-cap and potentially even a 5-cap on the other pre-made, so that they
He put a
let
trap on
you
the flag.
go ahead and just finish out the game faster. The win. Look how much it took to take you down. Yeah, I mean, the tier 2.5 makes you very noticeably beefy. Like,
I saw him
and
charge
being
you.
able to effectively weave in
that allowed.
bark skin with frenzied regen and potentially, hopefully, be able to hot yourself up every now and then
Druid
makes
ups.
you a real hard target to kill. Especially if you're playing with a couple good healers. Like, a lot of the times I'm responsible for trying to grab the flags and stuff because I can, like, bark skin bear form, or I'll, like, screen for the guys in, like, moonkin form, stand in front of them while they cap and stuff. There's a lot of really, really big value that Druid has in Arathi Basin. Your flexibility just to do so many different things and rotate around the map super fast is just so big. I'm gonna drink here while you guys kind of tee off on them.
Oh, that's a
You use the heavy
20,
dark iron ring too. I don't in my normal setup.
What's that, Hunter, by the way?
This is like my default PvP setup.
Oh shit, never mind.
We did good though, 6-1.
No.
The main thing I really pay attention to more than killing blows is how many deaths I have. I really try and avoid dying at all costs, or if I die, it's at like the expense of getting a base or spinning a base for like a significant amount of time. That's kind of like the bigger number to me that has value. But I don't use heavy dark iron ring in my like default set here. But I can kind of go through my default set that I've been using. The only thing I swap out in this set is my trinkets. I usually keep Toep up, and I really only swap this one trinket. Sometimes I'll put on, like, if I know I'm going against, like, you know, mages or something, I'll throw on, like, the Petrified Scarab and a Reflector or something, like double kind of like defense trinkets. The only other thing I'll swap out sometimes too, like in open world and stuff, I throw on the Furblog medicine pouch in my offhand because that's a really good offhand for one-on-ones. And then like the engineering helms if I decide to use them. That's the only thing I swap for this set. The rest of this set I don't move any other pieces around. So it's full tier 2.5, gloves of Hebrew, mana igniting cord. And we got the neck off of Twin Emps, and then we got Cape of Trinity off of Bug Trio, and then Braces of Arcane Accuracy. And then Band of Force Concentration and Ring of the Fallen God are just so strong here for balance. We're taken over by 3 warriors and Barkskin Feral Charge heal. That shit was fire. Yeah, so getting to where you start using Feral Charge as an escape takes a little while. I'm still not very good at it, but it's absolutely insane because if you have that situation, you have multiple warriors, you'll end up making multiple warriors spend their intercept and charge just on you, and a lot of times still not be able to kill you or have to take a long time to kill you. So it's all about trying to make them move as much as possible while staying in Moonkin or Bear form as much as possible. But I mean, I definitely feel like I'm getting better with this spec, but I still see a lot of times where there's little opportunities to like Feral Charge away, or, you know, I could have, you know, casted Barkskin there before I did this. Like Barkskin's a big one that I really try and make a mental note to use more because I don't use it enough. It's so strong. But yeah, man, this setup with the tier 2.5 is a really very, very, very strong set. I feel very, very strong the vast majority of times in PvP. You obviously there's times where I do get beat, like one-on-ones and stuff, or I get outplayed. But overall, generally speaking, this is like a very well-rounded, very strong. Jesus, dude, it's the Monkey Man. That's so funny to me. Do you have the Druid ZG enchant on legs and helm? Yeah, I do. It is, for PvP, I agree, it is the best. Both my helm and my legs. Because the legs and helm, right, the tier 2.5 is not what I would use for raid DPS. But for PvP, even if it was just 10 stam, 10 int, that alone is really valuable. And I do really value the 24 healing a lot because I heal, like, any amount of PvP that you watch me do, you'll see I heal all the time. I mean, I heal very, very often. So even though it's nice having like everything attributed to just all spell damage and just blowing people up, a lot of PvP comes down just to survivability and being able to like survive a kidney or heal through a warlock's dots, or it's all the survivability. It doesn't really do much good if you do a ton of damage, but if a rogue kidney shots you, you're just dead every single time. Nice little songflower pickup there. Let's go and see if there might be some alliance over at the alliance.
Yeah, my bad.
You ever got an idol because of balance? What idol? This idol? This is a BOE. You can get this on the auction house. It'll be really cheap too. Idol of the Moon.
Yeah.
It's not great. I'd probably, I mean, I don't know if I would use another idol in this one spot, but this isn't like absolutely insane. It does help Moonfire damage, which is, significant, but some of the other idols are really, really strong as well. They're obviously more like healing focused and stuff, but oh, ZG idol. Yeah, I set up a group and I reserve one. That's been the best luck I've had with being able to get an idol. Is just set up a group and just reserve the first idol. Which shoulder enchant? It's the ZG enchant. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong
hello?
stuff.
Yeah, I'm an AV.
18 spell power
I
healing.
took the T-Wax.
Oh. Warrior. What's back here? These guys don't attack me unless I attack them, right? Isn't that how this works? He's targeting something else, so he's not going to see me loading up my Starfire here unless he runs away. Nice. Starfire stun. I'm going to Wrath. War Stomp. That was a big one.
Oh, that goes right there.
Probably not real happy about that. Where's their graveyard? Is their graveyard close? You don't have the Idol of Starfire? You're trolling me. That doesn't exist. Reduces cast time of Starfire about 5 seconds. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh. That would be absolutely nuts. Okay, so this Songflower is up. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I'm going to hide right here in this little tree. And no one is going to see us. Look, we just blend right in. No one will know we're here. Let's, I'm going to Wizard Oil. Someone's got to come to grab this here. Cherry Blossom. Oh, he's flying away. Wait, wasn't it just up? Did it just disappear? Or am I at a weird angle? Yeah, it's there. It's so weird. It's like on top of each other. You guys see that? It's like corrupted and cleansed. Let's see. Someone will... Dude, it's great if someone logs in with full world buffs. And then they all panic trying to fight you because they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my buffs. I'm gonna lose my buffs. I'm gonna lose my buffs. Seeing the full ultra wide monitor would be nice, especially during BGs. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think that might be a good idea. I might do that. I want to set up. I did something accidentally and messed it up. So if I hit my like wide setting, it's like stretched. It's like weird the way I did it. I screwed it up. So I got to just sit there and mess with it. But I agree with you. It's actually, I think BGs is a really, really good example of when ultra wide monitor is actually like a huge value. There's a lot of little things that I see off the sides of my screen that give you a little bit of advantage in certain situations. Surprised no one's coming to grab this right now. No, it's nice to throw it in there, even if I do it for like a game and then swap back. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't change anything. I just have to mess with it in the Streamlabs settings because I accidentally, I don't know if I like deleted. Oh, look, is he gonna grab it? Yeah, he is. Watch. It's him again. Oh, he's ready, dude. He was ready. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Full bash. Starfire is dead right here. See, that's why improved bash is just so amazing. You can just hard cast Starfire in their face. Freak of the Lair with the big follow. Hey, thanks, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I should have let him get it and then killed him if I was a real troll. All right, let's I don't like just sitting in one spot for too long. I feel like, oh, AV.
Wow, Juan, I thought we would have gotten the same one, but still.
Make sure to lead group first. Make sure to lead group first though, before you accept.
It's a priest.
Mariah's left. I just got my
It's a
AV.
moonwalking priest. You guys see that? Ani buff priest, I know. Priest is actually real hard for me to kill though. They don't, it's not easy for them to kill me, but we just end up chasing each other around for like 20 minutes. It's like,
Oh shit, Lucella's in here. What's up, man?
it's all based on what's up, dude? If I can get like a good Starfire stun or get a good grenade combo and like basically interrupt a heal off of that and like pop them, that's like the only way that I can like end that fight quick, which it happens a lot of the time. But if priests are playing super defensive, it's just a real annoying fight. So I'm more particular with the fights I pick with priests. We got Songflower for an AV. Dude, I haven't played an AV in like literally a week. Every time I queue it, it never pops before I log off.
Jesus Christ, anyone else? Fucking AV
Watching on my
pop.
ultra wide, yeah, I'll definitely set that up. That's a good point. I honestly just totally forgot about setting it up because I had it set up and I liked having that option to be able to kind of swap back and forth to the ultra wide, but I messed it up in one of my settings I was messing with. I made it all look bad, so I just gotta fix it. This is the Ellie Shaman that was with me in the ABs we were just doing. So hopefully this should be a pretty solid game. I think a few of the people in our group actually got into this one. Yeah, we'll see. I'm really crossing my fingers I can get rank 12 in this next reset. So we'll see how much girlfriend aggro I get tonight. If I'm able to just to keep playing and I can get like up to around 500k on her, I think I'll be pretty close and I'll be okay. But very worst case, I might have to, this week might be a little scuffed. It's pretty crazy getting like 450,000 on her over a week. Like doesn't rank you. It's a big time commitment to, I mean, you have to do it because of the decay, right? Like you have to do it because of the decay. The decay might even mess me up anyway, just the way that the system works. So we'll see. I'm just gonna try and grind as much as I can tonight. Oh. Here's my strategy most of the time is I try and kind of sneak around and like snipe the hunters. Oh, this guy's got Ani buff. Oh, he's running away. He sees me. Oh, did I reflect it? I reflected it. Oh, it's a rogue on me. He's trying to run away. Nope. Not this time, bitch. wonder if we got that Warlock. Fire Reflector to immolate back into his face. Feral Charge, so many uses. Feral Charge is absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, if you start PvPing and play this build where you have Feral Charge and all of your like casting capabilities that you have normally, you feel like you have an answer to like every situation. The hell?
Honestly, I can get it probably more than I do in one of these right now, but it's just have an experiment.
Interesting. Did you try and blanket silence me? That's gonna just... Oh, he's got a health potion? Watch. Oh! Ready? Nope.
I mean, it's like, you have a good AB game, you get like 5,500. You have a good 30-minute Alter Gala game, you get 7K.
Yeah, but you get the marks, and if you're doing War Song as well, and AB this week,
Nice.
Yeah,
like
Starfire
2,400
stun.
each turning
What?
for the
Save them and turn them all in tomorrow. After the rot happens. It's always worth turning in on Tuesday. Keep them in your mailbox.
Does this build not use Insect Swarm? Correct, yeah. It's 35 points in balance. These are all pretty straightforward. This is like, these are my go-to points. Any kind of balance build I do, I try to get all of these if I can. And you have 11 points in Feral. So you go down to Feral Charge and you have improved Bash. Both of these are really, 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 really big pickups. And then in Resto, we just have 5 points in Fear. So we can Insta-Bash. You can go into Bear and instant Frenzied Regen. You can go into Bear Feral Charge. Gives you just all the options. And it also... I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. It also gives you instant energy when you shift into cat form. So like if you're out in open world and you see someone, you can shift into cat and stealth and open up on them with pounce pretty early. Otherwise you end up having to wait for like 3 ticks of energy, which is a really significant amount of time. I can't solo this guy. So even though the main reason you get the Fuhrer points is for Bear, there's actually a lot of actual practical uses with the cat form and the energy. You can kind of power shift if you're using more feral type gear. Honey Boo Boo. Seeing the light. Yeah, man, I mean, honestly, if once I get the 3-piece of the epic PvP gear is when I think this build will really shine the most. I also think about that time, as far as how long that's going to take me to actually get to that point. I think I'll have played this spec enough to really feel confident playing it. So I'm hoping I can try and do it justice. Dude, it's honestly, it's really fun, and I feel like it's very, very good. The more and more I've played it, the more I think Feral Charge is just a real amazing ability, and I think Reflection and Insect Swarm are okay, but in a PvP situation, they're not nearly as high impact as something like Feral Charge or Improved Bashar. This is just all my opinion and my playstyle, but like you saw that Improved Bash into just a hard cast Starfire, Moonfire, like that's a massive combo in itself that you can do every 1 minute. You can do Feral Charge into Nade, into Starfire. You can do Feral Charge into Nade, into Root, into Feral Charge into Root. You can do Feral Charge into Wrath. I mean, there's all kinds of combinations that you can basically tee yourself up for these kind of like guaranteed combos, which is really, when it comes to PvP, that's really the name of the game, right? Doesn't do any good to like sit there and hardcast Starfire if it's going to get interrupted. It's all about having guaranteed combos that you can pull off and playing around those like reliable combos and trying to like maximize the output in those opportunities. What do you say? I'm gonna run back a little bit and just drink. I like this soundtrack. Whoever suggested this, very good recommendation. You guys have recommended a lot of really good music. I really genuinely appreciate that. I really love like listening to new music that I haven't already heard. Okay, come on, what the hell? Pull me out of combat. There you go. What's the best set for balanced PvP? So the best set, the best set is the tier 2.5. If you're trying to just like Moonkin balance DPS. The dream set of what I'm going for is has the shoulders, gloves, and the boots of the High Warlord gear as well, or the Warlord gear. You only lose about 20 spell power, and you gain stamina, and you gain the 3-piece bonus from the gear. So those two combinations, I think, are the two strongest sets for balanced PvP. And then you have your offset pieces, right? Your cloak, your rings, trinkets, things like that, kind of tailored to caster stats. That, and so far in my experience, seems to be the playstyle I enjoy the most, and I feel like is the highest impact when it comes to Druid outside of like flag carrying. It's not optimal for flag carrying. I can still flag carry, like I do it, you know, relatively often, but Druids that respect to flag carry are gonna do better than you. But they also like, I can like 2-shot people and they can't. So you just gotta cut like what you're wanting to really do in PvP. I also prefer Arathi Basin much more than Warsong. I gotta be careful where I jump here because I don't want to slide down. Got him. Oh. One more. Dead. Okay, so I go from that hill, and this is the other route we do. His name is Trump Train. He's AFK, it looks like. Oh. Try to get a little moonfire on him there, but didn't pull it off. Pull back. Drink. Look, we got another Locomir Druid boy. The bonuses from the tier 2.5 are not that great. Yeah, they are. The set bonuses themselves aren't that good. The individual pieces are good, and the battle res cooldown is also pretty significant if you're doing battlegrounds with a group, because battle res can be very, very, very strong. It can definitely be the reason you 5-cap a team or you don't if you use it effectively. So having that at a 33% faster cooldown is definitely big, but I agree with you. The set bonuses are not why you wear the set. You just wear it because it's itemized, has a ton of stam, has a ton of intellect, is all leather, and has spell power. It's got a little bit of spell pen. It's just itemized very well. It makes you really beefy, makes your survivability goes up a ton once you get it. It's not going to be your highest overall damage output set, but it's just a very well-rounded set for PvP. It's just so far, I'll know better once I've played with the epic PvP gear if we're able to get that. So far, the tier 2.5 is by far my favorite set. I don't really change any part of the gear that I'm wearing as of now. I play Warsong as a Druid. Everyone just expects you to flag run. Yeah, and the other thing is that everyone tries to kill you on the other team. So it's like even if I'm not flag running, like say we have another druid that's flag running and I'm just DPSing, their whole team just tries to kill me the whole time because they think I might flag run. You know what I mean? Like you just get hard focused as a druid in Warsong, which just makes it oh. Bark skin, I'm just gonna run away. That was really scary. I was hoping I wasn't gonna lose my Songflower buff there. 5-piece Genesis, 3-piece Storm Rage is good. Basically what I'm using, yeah. It's that's not a bad setup as well. It's a little more on the regen side of things, right? You're banking on that 3-piece set bonus. I've played with the 3-piece Storm Rage gear, and it's okay. I like it. I think that's a better set if you're playing more points in Resto where you have reflection and maybe doing a little more off healing. But for me in my playstyle, I don't use the Storm Rage stuff unless I'm flag carrying. But that 3-set bonus is very good, and the having just more mana all the time is always good, right? Like even if you lose some offensive stats, just more mana all the time is never a bad thing. Another lock-in, yeah, exactly. What if you stack more spell power from cloth items? Is it not worth? So you can play that build and it's okay, but so like right now, if I was to wear like my best caster DPS gear that's cloth stuff, I don't gain very much overall damage for the amount of just stats I lose, right? Like I gain maybe 50 spell power, but I lose like, 1500 health or something like that, and like 500 mana and like 6000 armor and moonkin form. Like you just lose a huge amount of stats. So it's like you're gonna do more damage that way for sure, and that playstyle has some viability. I've played that some when I'm playing with pre-made groups and I'm just in the back of our team fight, just like trying to basically one-shot people, like that's your role. But if you're in one-on-ones or any kind of like small skirmish fights, it's very likely if you get caught outside of Moonkin form or even in Moonkin form, because your base armor value is so low, it doesn't scale very high. So your actual just overall armor is very low, which just it makes it real hard for you to survive if you have like two, like that fight that happened earlier, what Plasma was talking about is a perfect example. Like I had 2 or 3 warriors on me. I could have 2 warriors, a hunter, a warrior, and a rogue. I have enough time of surviving those situations to be able to, actually use global cooldowns and try to, survive or create pressure or CC. Like you actually are able to do things because you're able to survive their just straight up physical damage that they're dealing to you. Whereas if I'm wearing full cloth, I can't do that the same way. But it's all preference. I could see potentially when Nax comes out and having like very, very good Nax gear, that there's some very high overall DPS just cloth gear in Nax, and I could see rocking some of those pieces and being a little bit squishier and having a lot more overall throughput. But we'll see. I do plan on that. Like there's like the helm. I think I have it saved in this set here. This, like stuff like this, right? Like this is insane. These shoulders are insane. This chest piece is insane. Like I would use these pieces and be like a glass cannon in in BGs. I'm gonna use End of Dreams though, but you get the point. But that's all phase 6 gear. The current gear, there's not enough of a DPS gain to sacrifice all the other survivability aspects of the tier 2.5 in my opinion. The tier 2.5, the thing that's great about it is it's one of those sets you can wear and it'll be good against anyone you fight. Like it might not have as big of power spikes in certain situations, but it's just always good. Like it just has so much stamina and so much int that it's always a good set. Oops. If you're good with positioning and keep your distance, the burst is insane. 100%. That's definitely true. And I'd say the more I've been playing balance in general, I think the better I'm getting at positioning, where I think I could really utilize the more glass cannon builds better. But yeah, like I said, it's more like the phase 6 gear. I can see kind of messing with that a little bit more. This guy just power infused me right now. Why are you power infusing me right now? Try and capitalize a yes. All right, there's some archers. Let me give you power infusion to kill the archers. Are you ready? Ready, go! I gotta be careful. I don't want to attack the NPCs first, because I don't want to get aggro on them. I don't want to be like trying to face tank the NPCs. 3 boomies in this AV. Yeah, man, I've seen boomies a lot more often. I feel like the last like month or two, just in general, in PvP situations and stuff. I love to see it, dude. I mean, balance, like as much as people talk about it being a meme in raid environment and all that stuff, in PvP, balance is actually a very strong spec. It's very, I think it's very, very underrated, very like slept on PvP spec. It's just, you have a lot of tools at your disposal. But it's definitely a pretty unique playstyle. It takes a little bit of getting used to. It took me a while to really start kind of getting comfortable with playing balance. I'm not going to even use toe up here because I don't want to pull aggro on these guys. We still have Songflower for another half hour. I want to keep that. I'm still going to get aggro on this guy. Great. Go bear, bark skin. I'll frenzy regen here in a second. I'm tanking this. I got to be careful. I'm going to wait and I'll let them get a little more of a lead. I don't want to die. I don't know how good our heals are. It looks like we actually have some decent heals in this, but... Do you beat shamans as balanced druids? Well, so I'm horde, so I don't ever play against shamans. I think if I was alliance, I would absolutely despise going against shamans. I feel like shamans would counter druid pretty hard, at least balance. Because Earthshock's like a 6-second cooldown, or a 5-second cooldown if it's talented. And that sounds like that would be miserable. And they can purge your innervate, they can purge your hots. Druid can PvP in any spec, of course. Of course. Druid is very good just because of their hybrid nature of just how they are. But I would say like full balance, like Moonkin form balance is very underrepresented, very underplayed. I enjoy it the most. It's hard to say what's like the best, right? Because people play all different kinds of specs and make them perform very well, right? Like there's a lot of good Heart of the Wild builds. There's a lot of good Feral, like full Feral PvP videos I've seen. Javo plays like a Moonglow hybrid kind of build. There's all kinds of setups that can be very successful in their own way, which is part of what's really like exciting to me about playing a Druid. If I got really bored of Moonkin, it's like I could go full Feral, right? Like you can play a totally different play style. I think I'm gonna pull another guard here. Bored of Moonkin, good joke, I know. It's I mean, even when I went that Heart of the Wild spec, I enjoyed it, but I like missed playing balance. So, I mean, I 100% can see myself playing other specs because I do like all the other specs. I enjoy them, but I enjoy balance the most. So I'm always like, when I spec out of being balanced, I think he's gonna dance back with me. Are you kidding me, dude? You're just gonna walk away like that? That was super rude AF, dude. Come here. Frosty Sauce. Let's dance. Oh, this guy. This is a Lockamere guy. Okay, me. This guy's got Mish. Does he have tier? He doesn't have tier. It's okay. Yeah, let's stand here. Dude, these are some rudekins over here. We have to wait for the 6-minute mark. If the AV's gone 30 minutes, you get like an honor bonus. So that's why no one wants to finish it yet. This guy has to see me. Like, this would be his camera angle. I'm right here dancing at him and he's... Oh yeah, you're targeted me. Look, here, it's happening. He's gonna dance. No, he's not. He's not gonna dance. He's gonna be a productive teammate and help kill the mob. As a PvE kin, seeing all this is pretty crazy to me. The spec's no joke in PvP. Yeah, man, it's very, very good. I love Moonkin too, but the Nature Swiftness burst heal is too good to pass up. Yeah. NS is amazing, dude. NS is an amazing cooldown. I don't disagree with you that NS is very good. I just personally like the full balance. The biggest problem that I have with NS is if you could go a build where all your trading is the 1 point for Moonkin form, and all of a sudden you also just get NS, that would kind of make sense. Like, you could do that in PvP, but what happens is you basically have to like lose Moon Fury and improve Starfire. You have to lose some amount of these points, right? Because you have to lose 5 points, 1 Moonkin, and then 4 points somewhere else. So you kind of just gimp. Like, my playstyle revolves around like big Starfire setups, and I have to lose points in like doing that to gain a 3-minute cooldown. So it's like I'm losing all of my damage output, either like 8% of my damage output of all the base damage of all the spells, or I don't get improved Starfire to trade for a 3-minute cooldown. And most people play NS. Most people prefer that playstyle, but for me, I just not a huge fan of trading up all those points. So there's a little trick in AV2. You can stand on this wall. If you get aggro, you can juggle Van. He'll try to run up here, but he has to like run around and like actually run up on the wall, and then you can jump down and jump back up. You can like keep going back and forth. People don't want to wait the 3 minutes, I guess. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna innervate. Went 13-0, 143 honorable kills. But yeah, DWT, I feel what you're saying 100%. I get. Everyone, the vast majority of people like NS. Do you guys still have any room?
Oh yeah, we will.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, I should invite Coach whenever you guys are out of that one. Chill.
Yep. All right, guys. It looks like we got 2 going with LM. The rest look like they're going towards BS. All right, it's 1 going to LM.
A big
Yeah,
thing, if
everyone's
any of
going
you
VS,
guys are
no GM.
ranking, is finding a group that PvPs. Because having these groups, like where I just am able to like get groups right away, is a real big hurdle that you don't have to like try and mess with. And it's a very different play style from like playing with pre-mades to just pugging all the time. I do both. I when I'm pugging, I play more kind of like reckless, where I maybe not like sitting bases as much. I'm more like kind of just going around trying to find like little 1v1, 2v1 situations and just trying PvP. And in a pre-made, I'll you know, sometimes do less exciting things to help ensure that we win. So I like playing both because they're not the same, but the amount of honor you get with playing with pre-mades is just pretty solid. This guy's got res sickness. You get full honor for killing someone with res sickness. $95 honor. Worth. Having a PvP crew sounds really fun. A whole new way of play together, build synergy. Yeah, it's it really is. And if you have like, there's people I play with that I like enjoy playing with them the same level of enjoyment that I enjoy raiding with the guys that I've played with for years, right? Like they're just people you like really just very similar vibes and you just enjoy PvPing, and like having kind of a group like that you just get along with really makes the PvP very, very fun. And after you've been playing together for a few weeks, you guys start to kind of build this like kind of like team chemistry, almost the same way you would in like any kind of sport or a band or anything like that, where you just start working off of each other so much better, and like the amount of stuff you're having to call out is like less and less because you just know how each other are going to play or what people are doing, or you know, it's just like that. Getting to that point is when it starts getting real fun to me. So these guys, I queued up for another AV. Probably not going to end up taking it because I don't think it'll pop in time. These guys should be out pretty soon, so we're just going to go and roam around and do some world PvP while we wait for them to get out. I forgot to turn in my for great honor. I could have turned that in right now, but forgot about it. Okay, there's a player. Okay, look at this. Ready? This guy's got ZG buff. He's mad. He didn't get Songflower there. I don't know if he was fighting that rogue for it. I don't like how it gets super foggy like this up in Felwood. Okay, so they capped that. There's people can get up here on this hill back here behind it. I took a lot of fall damage there. I'm gonna throw on the fur blog pouch here. And I'll throw on the engineering helm too, just in case. I just got a feeling we might get a little 2v1. Got about 60 grenades on deck. We got a few little PvP potions. We're chilling. We got everything we need here. Hopefully, let's see if maybe there's a little squad over here. We got one. Shadow Priest, huh? This will be hard. This is a hard matchup for me. Let's see. Let's try something. So I starfired into Rocket Helm. I'm going to starfire into Moonfire. Shadow Reflector's coming up. I'm going to pop that early so he can't do anything. He mind blasted himself. I should be able to kill him here. Nade into another starfire. Downrank Moonfire for the kill, please. Let's go. What's that? Little bitch. I'm a chicken. Refresh our sunflower. So I still had my Furblog pouch there too. So the way you have to kind of look at Furblog pouch if you're not going against like a warrior with Mortal Strike is it's basically an extra 1,000 health rather than having the offensive stats of a different offhand, right? I'm gonna drink here actually just to be safe in case I do. No need for Moonconform against a priest, I suppose. Yeah, it's Moonconform is kind of niche in its uses, and priests and warlocks are two classes that I do not use Moonconform very often against at all. You don't want to waste the global, it's just there's no benefit. It's not worth the 3% crit if that's the only reason you're doing it. Mages it's kind of worth because they can still poly you as like an interrupt, even though you can shift out of it, right? It can cancel your Starfire. So it's like a poly protection. You can shift Mind Flays. Yeah, no, I know that because it dispels the slow mechanic, so it stops their Mind Flay. Usually, I still try and just DPS through the Mind Flay most of the time. I feel like I gain more pressure by doing that than by trying to play super defensive. But I do shift the Mind Flays if I'm running away. Like if they try and Mind Flay me while I'm running. Do we finish the soundtrack? Oh, are you still watching? Yeah, I'm still watching. Katana Zero. Is that another game? Oh, I like this. Is Katana Zero a video game, guys? You guys know? Or is this gonna copyright flag the shit out of everything? Castlevania soundtrack? Okay. This song right now is pretty good. This is some what's up with it PvP music right here. This is like some prowl up in cat form. One shot a little no mage drinking with Ravage. That's what this song makes me think of. Okay, we got some bracers here, so someone killed these mobs. Ah, this guy. This guy was a nice guy though. He messaged me earlier. Let him keep farming. Put the fire reflector back on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause this because I do like this soundtrack, whatever this is for. Hopefully it's a video game. Castlevania soundtrack. Symphony of the Night. Ask and you shall receive. Should get ready for bed. Got to get up a little bit earlier than usual tomorrow. Hey, man. Have a good night. Go catch them Z's. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. This is good PvP music too. This guy still hasn't rezzed. Skip around? What do you mean skip around? I mean, I did a whole loop, dude. I ran like pretty far. I feel like the further south I go, the less likely there's alliance because their flight path is so far away. Where's another good spot to go try and find people? I usually kind of like go loop through here, come over here, and then I come loop around here and then come back up. It's kind of hard running into this area because you end up aggroing everything. Nice. There's someone. Oh, this is the mage from earlier. Furblog form, huh? Watch, you think we one-shot him right here? Sitting down? Oh, that's pretty close, dude. He probably thinks I'm feral because I killed him 2 times in a row just in cat form. Try humanoid, see if I can find anyone else. Getting a 1124 crit in cat form as a moonkin is pretty satisfying. There's another 209 otter from that kill. I'm telling you, man, farming these little kills in between the queues is huge for the overall honor per hour. What about the soundtrack? I got you. It's okay to play through. Okay, so this guy's Frost, so he's not going to... Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do here. Tried to be a little fancy with that. I'm gonna nade him into Wrath, into down rank. He ice blocked. Here I'm gonna heal. He has no no counter spell there. $289 on her. Still have your Furblog pouch up too. I didn't use that yet. Frost mages don't worry me as much. I'd rather keep the fire reflector on because a fire mage can kill me way more likely than frost mage can. Frost mage's damage is pretty kind of slow and steady, and a fire mage can just like get a fireball crit and like do like 3/4 of a health or half a health. Link your gear, please. I don't have a link for it set up right now, but I'll keep this up for a second. We're basically rocking the full tier 2.5. I have the MC helm on right now, just in case we run into any 2v1 situations, but I usually rock the tier 2.5 helm as well. Let me enter this and I can show it again. You can, if you have any questions on it, let me know. I'm gonna swap tier 2.5 helm here. Well, we'll probably have to buff people in a sec. these guys.
It is a pug! Queue times are actually going down. They're down to 5 minutes.
Yeah, it seems like they're getting a whole lot faster.
People are done.
That's good.
Here.
This game's
Maybe
just
I'll
put me
take
over
a
at
smoke
250
after
for the
this
week.
one. Just before they start getting less.
But if you have any questions, Alexander, feel free to ask. But the kind of like cookie cutter, arguably BIS, most of this set for
He's still in
balanced Druid PvP. We've gotten the vast majority of all of our set. There's not really any pieces of this that I'm really eager to swap out or upgrade aside from the rank 13 gear. Everything else I'm pretty content with in my PvP setup. And even if I wasn't going to get rank 13, I'm still pretty content with this setup. This setup
have
just
four
feels
We have
very,
four
very
rogue
good. I
boys.
really have been enjoying this playstyle a lot with this gear.
Alright,
Perfect.
they're not going to BS. They're going to LM, or just staying at stables. There's like a couple kind of like going to LM, maybe like 2 or 3, 4 that are tripling.
It's a pug, and they're just basically giving up before the game starts because they see that we're pre-made. I don't know how audible he is. That guy's, whoever that is talking, is pretty quiet for me. Okay, probably bubbled already.
That dude bubbled instantly. Oh, why? We were gonna kill him.
Kill him if you want. Fuck him,
Okay.
He's got the shitty mace from AQ40. Can't believe people
Watch this
actually
Wrath.
are taking that item.
What is it? I pay 0 attention to melee gear.
It's a spell power, two-handed mace. It's
Oh.
really bad.
Yeah, I think I still have the fucking token for that in my bank actually.
Alright, let's run on the flag. If you're a bridge, let's go. We can take it.
That's just... Oh, it's a two-hander.
Oh, they took the blacksmith? Okay.
Holy shit. Guy like insta died.
Very priest.
Flashed away. I have Reflector on. Let me see. I might be able to bait Fireball here. I think we're going to kill him anyway. Verify the rogue so he can't vanish. I'm going to go ahead and innervate here. Of course, as soon as I do that, I get jumped. Shift straight into bear.
It's a stupid rogue and
Bash
BS.
him. It's okay. Full bear form.
Kill him.
I can sit the kidney. It's okay.
I'm shooting.
Fairy Fire first global out of the bear charge there. The rogue so he can't vanish away. Try and spread some moonfire pressure. I have to drink
There's a leaf in
here.
there. Either you need it.
Oh. Someone's swimming away. There's fairy fire so he didn't get away. Peel back up here and drink. What's your spell power and crit at right now? Good question. 461 spell power. I have just under 540 healing because of the Druid enchants on the helm and the leg, right? That's about 50 spell power. And then the glove enchant is another 30. So I have a little more healing than spell power. I'm at 17% crit in human form here right now. But I have Songflower buff. So I'm around 12% normal. I'm around 15% spell crit in Moonkin form. Just base without any like significant buffs. I'm gonna peel back from that a little bit. We gotta wait for everyone to res here, so I want to try and basically just get to full mana for this next like push. Hopefully we can cap ST off of this next push. So many macros for druids, yeah. It is macro intensive, but I feel like once you kind of get the macros down and you kind of set up your macros for your own playstyle, you just can do so much. Like it makes the game feel a lot faster. A lot of classes are pretty basic, and because of like all the druid shape-shifting forms, you know, you have like a lot of things you can kind of be doing between, like shifting out of form in between globals and trinkets and all kinds of different stuff you can kind of do that's off the global. I don't know. It adds a lot of flavor to just playing in general. Like I feel like I just have a lot of stuff kind of going on. Oh, you got the vanish just in time there. I'm gonna try and help save Rick. Nice. Moonfire Tick's gonna kill him there. I'm not gonna waste mana.
He must have one farm.
Should be able to kill him right here. Okay, they're just spelling my stuff now, so I'm not gonna. Oh, unlucky resist there.
See him farm. I don't know where the druid went. He's just chilling at mine still.
Cow form. Yeah, exactly, cow form.
Yep.
But the big thing here, like if you look, right, this is my like DPS gear, right? This is my like PvP gear that I use to kill people with, and I have over 7,000 armor in Moonkin form, right? This obviously also translates into bear form. This makes me really hard for physical damage dealers to deal with. Warriors, rogues, hunters. It makes me like a real hard target for them to be able to kill one-on-one. They basically have to catch me in human form to do like any significant damage to me. And it does happen, but usually when it's happening, it's misplays by me. Like if I'm playing safe and like, you know, not getting kind of like cocky with my decision making, they shouldn't really catch me in human form very often. That mage blinked away. I'm gonna root this rogue. They're gonna kill the other rogue here. Run out of range of that hunter a little bit just to make sure. Starfire stun into Moonfire there for the kill. Let's see if we can bait out this. Nice, look, Fire Reflector, Starfire. He's gonna fireball himself, downrank Moonfire, dead. See that? That's the combo right there. Fire Reflector, literally Starfire, Reflect, downrank Moonfire into the instant gnome obliteration right there. Should we put on Frost Reflector? Put on the resist trinket, it's fine.
We gotta push in on him.
You gotta go now.
Throw a nade on this pally, try and kind of just stun lock him, pull him out of the fight. Hopefully I can get it. Nice, I got a blanket silence. If I can get a Starfire stun here, he's dead, but probably not gonna get that. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and root the rogue here, make sure he doesn't get on our priest. It's okay, he's gonna die. Blackout stun there. Fairy Fire the rogue here. I'm also gonna root him because all of our if you can, if you're ever paying attention to your healers or your backline, when you have warriors and rogues, like as a druid, you think like you can just shift away. But being really aware of when your people in your backline are getting attacked by a rogue or a warrior and throwing out roots for them is real big in helping ensure that they survive. I'm gonna bash into heart. Oh, okay, that was good. I'm gonna bash here into a full cast Starfire in his face. Oh, he's gonna blind me. Okay. You're like run away now. What are you gonna do? He's gonna reopen on me. Taking a lot of time here. It's okay, my team's gonna kill him. Well, I was gonna bash into a full hard cast Starfire, but. So again, I'm gonna root this warrior. But yeah, if you see like a lot of times I'll hang out kind of around our priests, and being able to throw like roots on a target or just to like be able to fairy fire rogue so they can't like reopen on the priest again. Watching for like blinds that you can dispel on your your healers, like all that kind of stuff. Since druids are so slippery, you kind of just get used to being able to kind of escape a lot of those situations, but priests don't have such an easy time, shamans don't have such an easy time getting away, so it's pretty game changing if you can peel for your priests a little bit.
Really low health people.
It'll make a big difference in like your just overall success in team fights.
Got him.
Put my ZG Arcane Trinket. I was crit for
What's
like
this song? Castlevania still? Yeah, it is.
For Arcane Explosion.
It says this is wood carving. What does it say? Wood carving partita. I don't know if that's how you say it. The last song was Nocturne. I think they'll let us cap. Doesn't look like they're really defending too hard. Oh. Okay.
Wow, big AoE.
Okay, watch full bash. Oh, okay. He's gonna die before I can do it. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the petrified scarab here.
These two paladins are just chilling over here by the flag. You need to kill them.
I drink here. I have innervate up, but I'm gonna wait.
We just cleared the whole graveyard. We can definitely wipe this problem.
Here, like they're just get them.
Push your flag. Push your flag.
Oh my god, I like literally
Idiots, they're
brought
just
them all
chasing.
over here.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's insane. Just take it.
There's a rogue here too. That's unfortunate.
It's probably easy.
Get back to the graveyard. Get back to the graveyard.
Start drinking too.
I might die here. Bark skin out of this. A lot of rogues. Hunters on me here. I gotta be kind of careful. So we usually switch
Hey,
targets.
Freeze, that was pretty good last ball.
It's 105 and 0. That's some shit.
Thirteen
Damn,
0,
those
dude.
guys got farmed.
117 honor kills.
Really?
Holy shit!
Jesus,
man.
I didn't realize that.
Look at that, 117 honor kills, man. It's nuts.
Like Hesbrax says he wants to get in.
So the Qs are getting
Could probably use a little bit more melee in this group.
Did anyone
Yeah,
get close to
he's
captain? Just out of curiosity.
Hell no.
Good.
if I
I just wanted to ask.
I'm like,
if I pour it down to Moonglade,
that, like,
the Qs are
that
getting
last,
faster.
resort of the week.
That's all I'm trying to do is save as much of it as I can.
Yo, y'all full?
Yeah, 3 spots right now.
Sorry, I'm trying. I got people hitting me up trying
Stylus.
to join.
Is he AFK or what?
Alright, let's listen to this other soundtrack of whatever this other song was. Katana Zero. Mix it up a little. Who's the lead? Stylus. I don't know why they're not inviting these people. I'd rather have, even if it's not ideal comp, like I'd rather have pre-made people than just randomly hope the pugs are good. Throw on the Ferb lug pouch here again. Oh, I forgot to turn in my fur grid on and turn it again.
Hey, Stylus. Is this your group, bro? Y'all full right now? Alright, well keep me in mind if y'all hit anywhere wrong.
We still have 30 minutes on the Songflower here. Kind of want to refresh it, but I'm gonna refresh it. I could sit here and wait and try and like bait out Alliance, but this guy's doing what I'm doing, I think, too. Yeah, he is. Just trying to see if there's any, I like the soundtrack, dude. Their Songflower is also up. It's an undead, right? Looks like they're also like trying to gank people and stuff. There's not a huge point in sitting by the flight path and stuff there because they're honorless kills like right when they land. So you have to like sit there and like wait for a little while. And I feel like I have more luck usually just like running around. The other day I went over here and there's like literally like a whole Alliance raid over here by this Songflower. What do we think? Elementals or let's go for the satyrs.
Yo, you guys got room?
Most of these are up, so not super hopeful that there's I mean, I feel like I kind of covered all the spots. Where should I guess just keep kind of running down the road? Hopefully we should run into someone. Cryptology. Put my mount speed set here. It's crazy how much noticeably faster it is.
Keep up.
Yeah, there's the Songfire spawn over here.
Pug.
Nice, another pug. So I'll throw on here. We'll try our base stealing strategy. So this is my base steal loadout. And I'll kind of explain to you guys what I'm doing. So I have move speed, mount move speed to help us get over to stables as fast as possible, carrot on the stick, mithril spurs on the boots, and taut dragonhide gloves. Then we have the engineering helm for the stun. I have furblog pouch, and I have frost reflector. Furblog pouch obviously is just really, really good for single like survivability, like if I'm having a 1v1. Rocket helm will let me CC most people unless it's like a pally or a mage, frost mage, they can ice block it. And then frost reflector can help with like if there's a hunter, I can basically rocket helm the hunter, hibernate his pet, and then I can pop reflector and go click the flag in case he's trapped it. This is like the only real thing I need. Like if there's a rogue, trinket's like okay. Sometimes I'll swap this right when I get there with my carrot on a stick, but it's kind of hit or miss. So this is my setup that I have like for specifically running, trying to get stables. You see this code straight to stables. This is like the strategy that we do if we go against pugs. Oh, I forgot to buff everyone. Oops.
Alright, it looks like there's a lot of them going LM. At least 8, like 7. And it looks like 4 going, like no one's going to BS, but it's like 4 jam. Maybe 5, 6 jam.
Let's see. It's more than like 2 people at stables. I can't really usually take it in time. They kill people off the bat and I can't. So we have a druid there, so I can rocket home the druid. Do we see anyone else? No. He might not even see me. He's running away anyway.
I love whenever I jump and a warrior charges.
So
me,
this
like,
setup is
uphill,
also
and
so
I'm
great because it
standing
lets
way
me just
above
spin
him,
for a
and
while
he hits
too.
me with the sword.
Okay.
Fix the hunter farm.
So super fast cap there. Now if we get gold mines, we 5 cap in the game. It's a 5-minute game.
He's on the flag right now at farm.
Big res.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 guys farming.
There's like 5 of them resing to come stables. If a couple of you guys can come help.
There's a
spin.
lot farm, yeah. I didn't know that they could farm. I thought there was some people farm.
You got one dude in the 6 coming back, so we can be able to take it.
No wonder. Like,
Let's push up. They only have 3 people in here.
There's 4. There's a hunter and self. And there's a rogue.
Kill the priest.
Yeah, call him up.
I get worried about this sap. I'll shoot that
Our
rogue.
priest.
He has shit gear, should die in goat pit bird.
Nice. What the hell is that?
It's the AQ maze, man.
Is that really what that?
There, look at it. Just look at it.
I literally hit Furblog pouch right there too while I was charging. We at least hard cap this, so we should still be able to spin.
Should we go mine with this group and farm? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get mine now.
What the fuck?
We lost Songflower there though. This is a little unfortunate. But
Putting on a rocket down here, so.
I was trying to get in range to battle res the rogue there. And I kind of misplayed
they
that.
just all spawn.
That intercept from the warrior in human form did a lot to me right there.
We've got 5. 1, 6, 7. Wow, dude, they're leaving. Hell yeah. Just spin it, we got mine. They're just like leaving it to us.
Warlock.
He's on the roof. He's gonna shoot
Why
me.
isn't my...
Oh, okay.
Good shit.
That works.
I'll go along with somebody, the rest of y'all can go.
Damn. Why isn't my... Where's my... That's weird. My offhand keybind got missed for some reason. I must have like accidentally dragged it off or something. I don't know what I did there. So now I'll just swap back on like my normal gear. Just like normal team fight stuff.
3.
But that's why I use that base sitting setup, is I feel like it gives me... There's still situations that I will have a hard time getting that insta-cap. If, assuming it's like one-on-one, the only 1v1s that slow me down with that, assuming nothing like resists or some weird thing happens, is pallies, because they can bubble the rocket helm, and mages can basically like blink the rocket helm.
I see him.
But like
I know
warriors
you're
or
going.
rogues, I
It's on
can
Druid,
usually like root, right? Do some kind of combination, getting creative with root and
farm
feral
right now,
charge
going
to like
farm.
pin them down enough,
I have a
to
mic
cap.
control helmet for him, so he should be fucked.
and I don't have to worry about them
There's
killing me
another
or
person who's
anything.
a hunter
And I can
coming,
like
fella.
dead zone their crossbow or, you know,
You're up here.
ranged weapon.
Most of you guys stay stable. Let's push up.
Priests, I can rocket helm and they're, you know, stuck in the rocket helm.
I don't even think there's any hunters.
A lot of times too, I
He's
can
going
kill
to be,
priests.
Sit
But I usually will try and rocket helm and cap if I can't. Usually if I can't cap in that first opener of whatever that is, I have to just let them have it and wait for my team, because it's just suicide. Like, I'm not going to be able to actually cap it. Like, because you see how the res wave comes. If I don't cap it immediately, the res wave gets there before I can do anything. So it's going to be hard. I think I gotta leave. I'm going to grab this Zerker real quick.
They're on cap.
You don't know where I am. I'm going to root him. I have toe up.
Split between farm and
Okay. I'm going to war stomp root him.
Got
Speaking
him.
of farm,
Power shift Moonkin.
Heading farm.
Another warrior.
slippery start, like little slippery fish, you know.
A bear, bash, cast to his face. We have a rogue over here. I'm gonna fairy fire out of this. I'm gonna feral charge over to the rogue to create distance.
27.
And myself. I'm gonna wait for a moral strike.
Yeah.
Nice, that went okay.
Probably get a dagger. I'm keeping the priest.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Basically, against these like warrior combos, there's not really a second trinket that's like too high impact, in my opinion. Like,
Find out.
I can throw in one of these armor trinkets potentially, but I mean, Netomatic is okay. Like sometimes I'll throw that one on. That's a fine second option if we're getting a lot of warriors and rogues.
Oh,
I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride through LM.
Against you, local X-Men. They're being retarded.
I'm trying to like leak around over to GM, so I'm gonna kind of try and split the difference here. Even if I can run over here and like get a fairy fire on the
I'll go
rogue,
for
that's
him.
enough to.
I mean,
I'm a little hesitant to go into travel form here because of the rogue. That's why
Back farm?
I'm not going travel form yet. Okay. It's fine. Just power shift hamstring.
Fine.
Yes.
Body res.
Yeah, this guy isn't even fighting the flags that he's grabbing. Good, we got the 5 cap. Just sit him. Let's just sit. I'm gonna go sit on him. Like, I can even get there in time.
Bear form. Big bash. Hard cast starfire. I can actually root after that.
Maybe.
Nice.
Spicy.
Easy. Escape artist. Still gonna die.
Right now.
I'm not gonna pull too far away. They keep kind of cheesing, trying to like recap stuff. So I'm gonna throw rejuve. Nice. Still cap. Not bad. 6-2 and 20. 20 honorable kills there.
Alright, GD boys.
Get that instant port to Moonglade. Hopefully squeeze a little couple more honor kills. I like this soundtrack, man. I never even heard of this game. I feel like this soundtrack, I feel like I'm at like a music festival. Why are you not wearing 2 spell crit trinkets? Just like spell DPS trinkets in general. So the only DPS trinket, in my opinion, that's very, 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 very good in PvP is Toep. Toep is significantly stronger than the other trinkets. Zandalari Hero Charm is also good. If I didn't have Toep, that's what I would use as far as like an offensive trinket. But since I'm engineering, all of these like different engineering trinkets have much higher impact if I can use them well. For example, if I use Briarwood Reed, right, this is like 29 damage. This over a whole fight might give me like 100 damage probably, you know, because I'm probably gonna get like 1 Starfire, say 2 Wraths, a Moonfire, and maybe like a downranked Moonfire. And that's like all my damage to kill someone. So this is like
actually dropping it.
worth basically like 100, maybe let's say 150 damage over a whole encounter with the person. Whereas if I can like reflect a fireball, that's 1600 damage.
Actually, there's
or if
death
I can
in
trinket a
3 hours.
fear or kidney, I'm
Never
gonna
mind.
like mitigate
Oh, we
so
can
much
wait.
damage from not having to sit in those CCs.
No, no, no.
That like
I'll just
all
grab
of
the
these
later
other
one.
trinkets, even though they're
I'll
like
just grab
pretty
the late
unique
night one.
and like require a little more thinking to kind of like use well, the overall value you actually get is a lot higher if you can actually use them in the right ways against the right matchups. What soundtrack is this? It is Katana 0. And 0's in all caps. I don't know why, but Katana 0. I really dig it though. This is good, like, kind of just like chill PvP music. So like here, for example, oh, you're talking about just like DPSing in general? I mean, like, I'm kind of free casting, but like you still want to respect like a 2v1 or 1v1, right? Like,
See
if I
can
still get a
1,000
kidney
honor
shot, or
and
like,
hold before key
there's still a
pops,
lot of these
kinda
things that
boost
I
my
can like
HP.
die in a 2-second window if I'm
right.
not like playing it well or playing it like
He's got
respectfully.
250. Let's see. Nah, probably not. Not with these good kills. Crazy take, yeah. Got the same guy, 550.
But yeah, like in that situation, like I can free cast and stuff, but I don't know, it's some of these trinkets are just way more impactful. And like Briarwood Reed or something like that is nice, but it's not like the other trinkets can be win or lose in certain situations depending on which trinket it is by a long shot, and like Briarwood Reed, all that stuff is not gonna like save me from dying, you know what I mean? But it's all preference. Like, I definitely could run like a more glass cannon kind of build, but if I end up having to like 1v1 or 2v1 like a good player, then you know, it's just I kind of am setting myself up a little bit to have a harder time. Let's try and get this guy here. I think he's AFK. Holy shit. Okay, invised here. Oh, it still went off. I'm invis feared though. He can't see me.
That's 800.
He's mounting.
One more kill before Q pop.
Nice. Kill him. That was weird, dude. I'm sure he's super confused what happened right there. The fear went off. The cloak went off after the fear went off. That was really weird. We need to buff everyone this time. I forgot last game. Keep forgetting to get raid mats. Spell batching. I mean, I clicked the cloaking way before his fear went off, but I guess it's got like a little bit of a delay. Like it went off like a good like second probably before his actual fear went off.
Looks like a benediction pre-made.
So if it's benediction pre-made, then I'm gonna go team fight. Yeah, it is. These guys should be good. There are a lot of helmets.
Yo, I hear GFPs are cheap right now. You'll probably go buy them after this game.
You think they have enough praise?
For real, dude.
Mostly because I have more patience. Where did Heshbrex go?
I said he had to restart quick.
Ah, okay.
Foggy man.
There's a lot of them, like maybe 4 or 5 going to LM.
Why does split off go on?
I'll go LM.
With DS. And 2 fire.
We got some firepower going on LM.
This is gonna be a good game here. I'm okay with PvP trinket right now.
They only sent 3 alone, dude. I'm gonna rotate off LBS.
He's got life-giving gem. Nice, we still killed him. Poly bubble. This guy's got death wish. I should be able to pop him here.
Should have LM.
Oh no,
Yeah, we're
Back.
winning this. Great heals.
Poly's gonna die here. I'm gonna try and kill the priest. Alright, so I'm gonna bark skin this.
Get on thin bit if you're a VS.
Full feared, I don't have trinket.
Beast Baskel Bird, man. It's your shit.
I think we beat these guys.
Push on to that Shadow Priest.
It's like big LM right now.
Get over to LM, get over to LM.
Oh, I'm screening for y'all just a bit.
No one's capping. Okay.
Getting my way there, I just rose.
Oh yeah, I'm chopping them up for y'all.
Did we get
I mean, like splitting them up.
Yeah.
They have a couple shadow priests, so I feel like
might go
shadow
water now if
reflector
they
might be a
see
good
this.
call. While PvP trinkets on cooldown.
Flag is coming.
So they'll probably try and push one more team fight at LM, and then they might try and rotate back on their res wave and come BS. And if they don't win that, a lot of times usually they'll go ahead and just give up. We'll see though. Sitting
They're going
cat here.
back.
First side.
Try keep on
Shadowlands.
this. It looks like they're roping.
Good. Already. Get mine first.
I mean, they got wrecked like pretty bad, I think.
Yeah, they lost that team fight really bad.
They were getting screened like trying to push anywhere.
They only had that
Just
one warrior in their
down in
front line,
mine.
so as soon as we
I'm
killed
fat
him,
man again, that's good.
can't really
I
help
got a bomb
much.
ready.
North back down to the tables. They all all went inside the chapel, by the way.
Nope,
we can go
impact's
in
done.
there.
This one's stuck. Oh wait, I'm talking
Saffron,
about
if you
inside.
have a sack, we can bump them up.
Perfect, I have a palm left. Let me kill this priest. Alright, now we can use money. I was gonna get upset if I had to use that.
Let's wait. They're all in chapel, so we need to group everybody together to push in. Fat, if you have one, so we can fuck them up. Let's who's wait for everybody.
Sappers.
I got one. Oh, wait. Shadow Priest, go.
What a guy.
What a gamer! He games
Guys,
all he
ready?
games,
Set,
bro.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Last one.
So close. Regrowth almost went off.
Bro, how do you get up there, by the way? On the shit. Like on the Raptors?
Raptors? I think you need to get Raptor mount riding.
No, the beams, like across, there's people that get up top inside.
Just for troll bane, you have to be exalted with trolls. Oh, that's a really good like 3-level joke there. Raptors. Love the Raptors. Kids up hearing Raptors.
I think he's gonna live, Starless. I don't know how to get up there, dude. Good game, though. That's rough.
Do y'all save your tokens in your mailbox on Mondays, or do y'all figure it's basically the same? You're gonna be just pushing.
I probably would, but I haven't done that really.
See, I'm thinking like the 20k I could get next week, wouldn't 20% of that RP wouldn't drop this week? So I always figure it's better to do it next week. But then I'm starting to realize if you're just going week to week to week, are you really even helping much? If you're just getting 20 in the beginning of the week versus the end of the week, I don't really know. I think. I think basically once you make the transition of doing it, you get a little tiny boost, 20% less rot on whatever you're turning in that Tuesday, but then you have to maintain it. That's kinda how that works. Anyways, thank y'all for being a part of my poll.
Let's see if we can find any little gnome boys over here.
I'm only 400 this week. I took 2 days off. It feels so bad. Probably could have hit bullets if you fire.
I can't get over the root. It's corrupted and cleansed. There's a 2-for-1 special right here. I don't see any alliance though. Don't attack me yet. Let's see what we got over here. It's kind of weird. Usually, like the last probably like 4 or 5 days, I've run into a lot more alliance like in this area, but today for some reason it's pretty desolate. Does Darkmoon buff ended on Sunday? I mean, what? Does that change that much? People not chasing Songflower? Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's probably true. I guess people are not trying to get buffs yet for next week. That's probably a lot of people I was seeing was people out here trying to get buffs. Makes sense. A little squad over here farming. I feel like it's pretty common though for me to run into people, you know, farming satyrs or just kind of running around Felwood. Like all these guys that we're seeing on like Horde side of C, usually you'd see like Alliance kind of the same, but kind of relieved that I'll have to farm demonic runes for a few weeks. There's a lot of stuff with like taking a break from raiding that. Here we go. I'll let him finish this mob. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Abolish Poison out of that. We go ahead and go Moonkin form here. I'm gonna go Wrath into down rank. Down rank again. Let the dots finish him. Wonder if he was by himself. I really hope the PvP changes aren't so bad that I can't get rank 13. So it's going to impact every server like differently, but it's making it pretty tough for us for our server. So I'm hoping if they make the caps super high and it's like super high caps for 3 or 4 weeks, I'm not gonna be able to really make any progress really. But we'll see. I'm hoping a couple people that are closer to rank 14 kind of phase out, and or I can like simultaneously kind of take like focus specifically just on PvP and pushing. We're like being a real degenerate for like a week or two, and hopefully just finish the grind and finish it. We're so close at this point. Potentially be able to get rank 12 next week. Next week being like tomorrow, right? And then I think I can do 12 to 13 in like 3 or 4 weeks. Depending on how much I can play. If I can play a lot in 3 weeks, I can do it in 3 weeks. But we'll see, Do what we can. Run back up here to the Alliance camp. Maybe we'll find some guys over here. I need to turn in next time we're back in work too. I have a bunch of marks in there in my mail as well. Songflower's not up. I don't see anyone. I wonder, you think it's better just to like sit here stealth? I feel like it's kind of boring though. Just sit here stealth and hopefully someone lands. Go over here to the Furblog boys. Well, Q should pop any minute here. I think it's better to go up to Winter Spring, because like Red, I take the tunnel from Moonglade, and I always go to Fellwood, but I could go over here and try and like find people right here. I think that's better. Where's this guy? Oh, he's in Juratar. Seen a lot of horde guys. I think this guy's doing the same thing. He's probably trying to get Sunflower. Let's see if nice.
You rock.
I'm just gonna run down here a little bit, see if there's anyone right here, and if not, we'll take the queue.
Both Shami's
Cleanse one boss on.
messed up.
Doesn't this give me like the little things I can eat? It's like food, right?
Partial.
Dude, low theft. Dude, that's the best friend right now.
Next game, I need to turn in marks and I need to get buff mats.
I think we need to go on the
So this is
channel right
stand food. Not bad.
Nah, I'm not just gonna give you 1 star.
This guy's making back shots. He's a hunter too.
Might be $4.
I mean,
Both
only
have
thing
premium.
you
We
do
should
is
beat these
only
guys.
a back shots like that. You know?
It's just a good random name to have.
Do hunters get like increased crit or anything kind of like that if they shoot you in the back versus like how like melee does? Like they get less glancing blows? No, nothing like
We
don't
can't
think
advance at all.
that. Gotcha. Not even with oh well not. But
I mean, raptor strike, yeah, but with our bow, we can't.
gotcha. So
glance.
it's a non-factor, just always doing max damage.
Alright, it looks like 4 going LM,
I'll go all on again.
and the rest are going to BS. Maybe 3 going LM actually. I don't think anyone's going to be GM either.
Good. Let's rack them mid and push up.
Rack 'em.
You got a PI at BS, Marias, I'm using.
Big damage on I eat corn dogs.
Dude, what? Don't PI
So,
me
yeah,
before I'm
PI
in
kinda
range to be able to
like
do
focus.
shit. I'm gonna go on this mage here because I think I can get a crit here and surprise him. 100 to 0. Oh my god, what the heck?
Overwhelm 'em. Getting bubble.
They're all blinking away, man. This Pally's bubble's off. PI'd me so early.
Let's get it then. Let's go staples that too.
I'll probably stay BS here.
On that guy for like the longest time. One, he's gonna die to get out.
Looks like there's a warlock and maybe one other, maybe just a warlock at GM. I'm not sure.
They put like a little too much pressure on that mage right there in the opener because he started saying he was like getting attacked and then blocked. I could have 100 to 0'd him right there if he didn't like pre-block it.
Mage.
So I'm gonna sit here until this hard caps. I'll probably end up sitting here the whole time until they row. I'm going GM a lot.
Just kind of a random check here. Does anybody have over 70 magic res right now? With whatever buffs, whatever gear they may have?
At
Or would
56 fire can.
I mean, I have 66 to fire.
66. I have 70 spell pen. I don't know if that should go down to 50 or not.
I
think
can
70 is
hit
pretty good.
90 shadow if I'm bringing this.
Right. Okay, I think 70 is still probably okay to have spell pen. I'm not wasting that. Unless it's such a strong spell.
Don't you your bracers like tier 2 chest?
Yeah, I got all that and 40 on my ring.
Okay, the ring probably doesn't need it.
This
Do
is
you have
at a
the-
1%.
Do you have the
Do I have what? I have all the. Yes. I'm trading
Yeah,
it
Steve,
for
here goes.
there.
Still the board.
I just hit it.
We're ghosting everything. I think I should just go.
I'll start casting and make it come here.
There's just too many of them.
Oh, this dude don't even see me. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Before did you get mine? We got it.
No, but I'm fucking done.
Two of these guys already have VR on. Thanks, I love that dude. Pretty VR on that one.
Nope.
Isn't that the one we got into an epic battle with like 4 hours ago when I first joined, and y'all said y'all were getting zero?
Decurse, I'm gonna innervate here.
Might have been Hearts.
Trying to do big damage. He's gonna die before I can do anything. You gonna counterspell me? Blink. Turn it. Nice.
That warlock, Jesus Christ.
Try to
Got
heal him.
scattered and died.
Nice.
He'd love
Come
to
at me,
see it.
Hunter.
We got about a minute 20 and we're out of here.
Dude, this bro! No way, dude.
Oh, it's
I
too
duped
late.
him 5 times.
5 times.
Okay, he's just gonna stop running right when I throw it. Nice. Can we lead it? Fade away!
I'm gonna try to scream.
Got those braces with the magic pen and the ring of storming thought. Thinking about using them for PvP. Yeah, they aren't bad. So one thing I've considered doing, like one of my percent of hit is from braces of arcane accuracy. But for example, say I got like the Cloaca off of Cthulhu, or even potentially like Neltharian's Tear or something like that, or like the offhand off of Twin Emps. If I had an extra percent hit in another slot somewhere, I would go ahead and use the spell pen bracers, because they're identical stats to braces of arcane accuracy. You're just trading the 1% hit for 10 spell pen. I think 1% hit is like overall better, but if it's just going to be a wasted stat, right, it's nice to snag that extra, spell pen. I don't think it's worth having more than about 20 or 30 spell pen.
Yeah, they're strong. We're just strong.
Because I think the main thing to really kind of basically counteract would be the equivalent of like Mark of the Wild, in my opinion. I mean, it just a lot of classes
I guess who
in their
have
like
the
natural
probably
gear
the
and
West
buffs
Coast.
are not gonna have a real high amount of like arcane or nature resistance for us. So I don't know that it makes a huge amount of sense to have like
Westfall,
50
Westfall
spell
won a
pen
game
and stack it,
in,
that Feels bad using Nel's Tier in PvP. I know. That's the
Yeah,
same
they
thing. Like,
won
I think even if I
versus,
had it, I wouldn't really
the
use
Alliance,
it for
one of the
exactly
Westfall
what you're
teams.
saying. I agree.
That's,
I really like my trinket setup. That's why I'm not
Or no, maybe it was Earth
super
Fury.
worried about getting
Oh, you talking about
Neltharian's
earlier,
Tier,
bro?
because
Yeah,
even in
oh, yeah,
PvP,
bro.
which
Oh,
is
dude,
the
yeah,
vast
they
majority
were
of what I'm
impressive.
doing, like
They
I wouldn't be
brought that,
using
like,
it.
3 power word and
But I don't know. I'm hoping I can really kind of catch up with honor with turning in all these marks and stuff. So we're doing good right now. We're around 14,000 honor per hour. Probably a little lower than that because I'm turning in a lot of marks right now, but probably in the ballpark of like 13,000 per hour, which is really good. If we're able to 5 cap on these teams, you can get above that like 12k per hour kind of mark. I enchanted the magic pen braces with 7 stam. No 9 stam. I'm gonna turn these in too. Yeah, it's 9 stam or 7 intellect. I think 9 stam is like the big one. They're both pretty cheap enchants. But I have my like Cenarian bracers, so you have 9 stam on these. These are like my PvP like flag carrying bracers. But that's what I was gonna do too. I haven't enchanted those yet, but I think I might do that, where I would put stam on the spell pen bracers. Those are a good option if you're able to get hit cap elsewhere. Like if I had the cloak, or even if you had one other like kind of compromise. Oh, raid mats. Let's get raid mats so I don't have to keep single target buffing everyone. Is even if you got the gloves off of Cthulhu, like these are so good. Like you're gonna lose that spell crit from Gloves of Ebru, and you're gonna lose that armor because it's cloth instead of leather, but you have more stam on these and more spell power. So if you had this, you could basically sub out the bracers, or if you had another ring you wanted to use, you know, like use like, you know, the ring off of Cthulhu and then these gloves and then braces of arcane accuracy. But I think for me, like if I got those gloves, I might use those instead and put the spell pin bracers on. It's kind of there's a little bit of kind of shuffling around. That even when you do that, like whatever scenario with all those pieces though, your overall stats are like real close. Like the difference between all those little tweaks is pretty small, all things considered. So like none of those pieces are kind of like real big things I'm really like trying to get. We have 2 slots. None of those are pieces I'm like trying like real hard to get. Honestly, there's nothing really out of AQ that I'm like super eager on getting at this point, aside from I'd like to try and get that trinket, like the tentacle trinket for PvP. I think it would be really fun for Arathi Basin. And like the belt and gloves off of Cthulhu would be good. The cloak off of Cthulhu would be good. All those pieces would be good, but none of them are like these massive upgrades for me personally. So it's a little too slow. Next song. Dude, the first part of this was really like hype, good music, and this is pretty this must be like a sad part of the story. This is all kind of mellow stuff. Let's skip a little further. Here we go. Yeah. Woo! Party! I got probably one more game as well, guys, and then I'm probably going to hop off. I knew I was going to be PvPing for a few hours, so I figured I'd turn on the stream a little bit here and just kind of chill. But we'll see. I'm gonna try since we're not raiding, like if I have like a couple hours that I'm gonna just kind of like chill in PvP, I'll try and kind of like turn on the stream and hang out for a bit. So I was wanting to try and start doing like longer streams, but I feel like even if I just hop on and do a couple hours of PvP, thanks for the stream, enjoying the music. Nice, man. Like to hear it. Let's see. Hopefully we can find a couple little skirmishes out here before Q pops. It's hit or miss when the queues start getting in this like 5-minute mark. It's hard to make it out here fast enough to be able to find people. Like right around the time I get here, the queue pops. But we'll see. Hopefully, maybe we'll get lucky. It's pretty big, man, because think about it. If you get, say you get 3 of these an hour, three AB queues an hour. Oh, it's corrupted only. There's no one else over there. And I'm able to get around 500 honor probably per, I would say on average, like one of these little run arounds where I try and find people. That's an extra 1500. Oh, here we go. You guys ready? What do we got? A little mage, Okay, watch. This will be good. This will be good. He saw me go stealth. You guys ready for this here? 13 seconds till helm. Watch this. We're going to kill him before. I got to stay away so he doesn't hit me. Watch this. Make him kill his friend. Okay, I'm gonna make him stay. I'm gonna leave combat. I'm gonna re-stealth. Nice. Whoa, did you guys see the color change like that? Like real abrupt? Dude, those little engineering like plays are just so satisfying, man. It took me a while to kind of get in the mindset. You have to kind of like get familiar enough with all the engineering things to think about when opportunities come up to use the stuff effectively. To like think like, ooh, this is a good time to use the reflector trinket, or this is a good time to use the mind control helm. It took a little while kind of getting the hang of that, but once you do, man, it's so fun. It adds like a whole nother like level of just ridiculous play potential. Let's unmute these guys. Do we got a pug? Nice, we do got a pug. Okay, so we're gonna throw on the base stealer setup. So I actually prefer the stun helm for the base stealing setup over the MC helm. So I try to save the stun helm for like BGs. I try not to use it too much outside, like when I'm doing that world PvP stuff.
Yeah, true.
There's no one going to LM and they're all going to BS.
I mean, they're all pugs, so I'm not worried about zappers.
Looks like 2 GM.
So Stylus also has some move speed stuff on too, because he's keeping up with me.
Sappers are so fun, man.
I love when everyone
Here we
thinks
go. This is
that one
perfect
makes
song
it
right here to start off the beginning of the AB.
Our animation's a little
Oh,
bigger.
yeah. Okay, we got a warrior and a mage. This is gonna be
Come on,
hard for me to
Animus.
actually
He's up
do
at
this. I'm gonna have
hearts,
to try and
hearts.
kill the mage and CC the warrior here.
Yo,
His friend can get it too.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be hard for me to solo, but I think we can pull it off.
Hot boy.
Healer like Mumu. Oh,
He's gonna kick
Priest is
this.
coming up to us,
I'm
Mumu.
gonna stun warrior. He's gonna frost reflector. I actually have reflect for that. I can kill him
I'm
here.
doing it.
I want Mumu. He's at 50.
Don't break it.
Dolaris is pretty
Oh
low.
my god. Please tell me, guys. You guys watch that? Please tell
Can
me
we
you
get a
watch
shattering
that.
toe? Thank
One
you.
day, man. One day.
1, 2, 3.
World of Warcraft. Cataclysm Classic.
Oh my god.
Please no.
Hey man, I didn't play Warrior. I played double rogue back then. That was stupid as hell. 25,000.
Watch,
yeah,
Bash.
boys. I mean, backstab.
We're gonna die anyway. Gonna drink up here. So I'm gonna stay here by the flag. Make sure this hard caps first. I'm also gonna throw on fire reflector here. See if maybe we can get some fire mage plays. Gonna try and get away from this warrior here. Honestly, it's like as valuable of a tool as feral charge is to like dash to people. If you're able to keep track of warriors charge in their intercept, and you know that they just intercepted to you, you can keep them in combat so that they can't charge. and use Feral Charge basically as like a just like a
Do you
free
see him?
massive like distance gainer.
I'll come back to it.
There's a road.
I should be able to get this full cast off here. Nice. Starfire stun, he's dead. Priest has Curse of Tongues on him, so I'm not super worried about the heals. He's gonna jump me. I'm gonna go ahead and Feral Charge here and get on him. I'm gonna root after this. Dead zone. Nice, good blackout. Dead.
Poor guy couldn't even get through the shit.
Can you get a fire blast off?
One guy going to win.
Yeah, guys are
If
dying
you get
real
off
fast.
farm, make sure you
I'm gonna go back over here by the flag and just drink.
Like a black guy
I don't want to get up and like leave the,
Run away.
flag open. They're kind of trying to do some
Like
cheesy
one
stuff.
being
What's up,
through.
Andrew? How you doing, man? High Warlord incoming, dude. We won't be High Warlord. We're gonna be a Sober Warlord.
Did you get him? Focus.
Sober Warlord. We're not gonna go for 14 no matter what. Highest I'm gonna end up going is 13. We'll see though. We'll see. Jury is out.
farm, by the way.
But I've been having so much fun with PvP, man. I've been really enjoying PvP.
That's what we're doing on this cage fight.
You gotta run away.
Oh, they're just letting me Evo. That's cool.
Watch, can we this is called the Drew Breeze. That hits. Oh, it didn't hit. What? And he blinked.
Lost sight of him.
Did that not hit at all, or did he resist that? I thought that was like spot on. Hey, what the heck? Don't shoot me. What class is that? That's another mage.
Supposed to be caged.
Oh, it's a jerk. Oh no, we might be in a bad spot here, guys.
Will be cage. There we go. Now they're caged. Hurts. Banana for a fire.
Oh, that was real close. Almost lost the Songflower there. Had to use one of our little PvP potions.
Run out. Come on, run out.
5 cap. We're gonna go up to the to Trollsbane here and farm a few more honor kills before this game ends in like 5 seconds. Quick and easy. It's all about that early stables cap, man. I'm telling you guys, pulling that early stables cap off. So the way the map in Arathi Basin works, for some stupid reason, the graveyard at stables is like 20 yards closer to the actual flag than the graveyard at farm, for example. So it means that they basically can res and spin their flag like 4 seconds faster than Horde can, which makes no sense, but it's closer for some reason. So if the other team has like 4 hunters or, you know, a few mages and a couple hunters, like depending on what their comp is, they can just continually keep spinning that flag, even if it's a pug. Like it has nothing to do with skill. It's just that you can't kill them fast enough unless you're real coordinated before they can res and then like start attacking the flag, because it's right there. It's really close. And like even when I'm even if we cap stables and have res stables, like you can kind of start hugging like the side of the building, and I can basically like just cheetah form jump, shift out of cheetah form, and then moonfire like almost instantly, like right when I res. It's very, very fast. Whereas at farm you have to like run for like 6 seconds before you can actually attack. So that fast cap at stables is actually really, really big, because that's the only base that they have a pretty big advantage, like strategically, at actually being able to hold that. So if you can push a fight there before it hard caps where they have the ability to res there, then it gives you a really high, much higher chance of being able to actually take the base. And so that's why I always try and push it. That's like why our strategy when we're playing with a, you know, partial pre-made or pre-made, is always to go and book it and try and do that, because against pugs, probably 75% of the time, I'll be able to get a fast cap on stables there, and it just makes the 5 cap, like the 5-6 minute game possibility a lot higher, because you can cap all the other 4 bases and then you can sit there and fight at stables for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes pretty realistically if they have it hard capped and their whole team is just rezzing there. And if I can cap that early, it prevents, like, their first res wave is going to come out of Troll's Bane from wherever the first fights are, but you will hard cap right after that, so their second and third res waves will start to come out of the actual stables base. So if I get that cap early, it pushes their entire team much further back in the map because they're rezzing in their base, like their starting area, right? So it's a pretty big advantage if you guys end up pre-mating it all. I definitely recommend either trying to do it yourselves or recommend like a rogue or someone to try and do it. Someone that can kind of like 1v1 or CC and be able to try and get a quick cap on stables. I would argue it's more important than any of the other bases against the pug if you're playing in a pre-made, like trying to fast cap win games, because all the other bases are a lot easier to take later. Oh nice, this is a double spawn flower. Refresh our 25-minute song flower. Yeah, guys, I'm far off from my honor mark. I'm at 440,000 right now. And cap this week for bracket 3, which is what I'm trying to get because that'll get me into rank 12, is 550. So I'm pretty far off right now. Oops, sorry. I just saw free honor. That's all I saw right there. So, my bad. But yeah, so I'm still like 100k away from cap. My hope is that that bracket doesn't fill at that number. So yeah, see here I'm at like Rick. A lot of these guys are gonna be pushing up a little bit. The expansion should be more. It's gonna be close. I might still. We'll see. It's gonna be close. It'll be close. It's hard to know for sure, but. But we'll keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we get. If we can get bracket 3, we'll be rank 12 tomorrow, which actually technically gives us 3 pieces of the epic PvP gear. It's just not the 3 pieces I want. It's 2 of the 3 pieces I want, but not all 3 that I want for my dream like PvP set. Seeing if there's any little quick little freebie honor grabs here. It doesn't look like it. I think it's a pug. Looks like it. Looks like it. So throwing our base set again. My rocket helm is actually still on cooldown here. So that will make this a little harder potentially. But we'll see. If any of you guys got the taut dragonhide gloves at all out of BWL, these are actually really good gloves to throw minor mount speed on because they just have a lot of stats and MP5. So these are good, like good gloves to have. Like if you were to like be riding around and you get jumped or whatever, these are really good defensive gloves because they have a ton of stats and the MP5 is nice if you're just trying to like run away and kite. So taut, dude. Hot taut gloves. But those are my mount gloves. And then another cool little trick is if you get the Arathi Basin boots, they already have the run speed enchant on them.
Looks
So
like 2LM.
you can get spurs on those. And then if something happens and you get dismounted, like you still have the run speed, like the run speed enchant equivalent. So you don't actually lose any speed from using the AB boots if you put spurs on them. We got a rogue, it looks like going LM. I don't think he saw me. Alright, this is like a faster version of the song. What the hell is this?
Star Wars.
We got a hunter here. Hunter's gonna be tough. Hopefully he runs. It looks like he's running.
This is a Herod player.
Nice. Oh, he sees me. He's coming back. I'm gonna have to kill him. I'm not gonna be able to Don't trap me, guy. Ugh. See, he's gonna be able to drag this out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to I don't think I'm gonna be able to cap. Nice. That was good. Oh, see what happens if I don't get the cap right there off the bat like that. Like their whole team is here. I think I'm gonna die too. Lose Songflower.
No one cap Ella.
Damn. Alright, this music's fitting after that death right there. It's frustrating. I didn't think he was going to be right there around the corner. I could have popped my frost reflector there. I just wasn't expecting him to like come up that side so fast and scatter trap me right away. I thought he was going to try and fight me a little bit. Because he serpent stung me.
Damn it, I was gonna impress y'all at mines with the palm sheep if that hunter came out, but it wasn't.
Oh, got a lot GM.
Lot GM.
Shit, let's fight him, let's go. Warrior gets it, let's go. Keep going. The other warrior gets it, slugs. The other warrior, Dios. We just wanna die, that's cool.
I'll just shoot their back line. They're attacking
Great
me.
job. Good job, we got mine.
They're considering pushing BS, it looks like.
Oh man, they almost had you, everyone.
So like, see here, this is like kind of brutal now to try and take stables. Like we'll be able to do it, but it's just, it starts getting more and more difficult as they get grouped up here. Just have to get a good push. Good push, good push.
Oh, yeah. I guess there was a hunter right here before. I didn't see him.
Oh, my reflector's not up yet. No, come on.
I don't know if hunter's silence you want to.
Damn, that reflected on him too there. Did he kill him?
Dropped another trap in the graveyard.
Nope. Almost. I misplayed that. I didn't realize Reflector wasn't like on my like equip cooldown wasn't up yet. It was like 2 seconds away. I was gonna like shoot him and reflect that first fireball. Would have been able to kill him right there. I think I could have lived the warrior if I did that, but instead I just ate 1200 damage for free. Throwing petrified scarab here. Nice, this is good. Bring it home music. Let's go, ladies.
I can fear bomb him over here if y'all want to push. Alright, I'm pushing. All feared.
Is he shooting at me? What was that? Try and kick that. Nice. Let me get a full bash after that. Nice. Into Starfire. Nade. Starfire again. Oh, of course, Warrior. Of course, Warrior! Come on, man! Yeah, exactly. This scenario of what's happening is why that initial cap is so good, because I mean we're still getting good honor because like you see we're like getting honor for all these kills, but he doesn't even see me. See ya. See, I have a lot of hunters too. They have 3 hunters. Oh my gosh, this guy's gonna be a little bitch. Come here, little bitch. Oh, of course you resisted it. I'm dead here. I don't have feral charge up. Come on, don't hurt me. Damn it. I can throw a barrel off here. We'll grab this. Let's just go full damage mode here. Throw on Briarwood Reed. Actually, let's throw on ZHC. Hurry up, guys. I got 40 seconds. I'm gonna waste this whole thing, I think. Come on, guys. I got Berserker.
Got one going.
Oops. Sorry. Hit the mic. That was good. That was a good use of Berserker right there.
You gotta push all the way into the guy farm, boy.
What are you doing over here, big guy? Barrel charge bash. I'm gonna rejuve myself out of this. Going to Moonkin. Let's go. Just turreting here.
So many fucking
Boom. I'm actually gonna try and hibernate him.
Warriors,
Nice.
just begin in a
He didn't
second
shift that. He
concept.
didn't stealth. Cap it. Cap it.
Yeah, he's got those.
Kill the mage.
Somebody start getting it.
Nice. I have no mana. Can't do anything.
Alright. Have to do it again.
I'm dead here, I think. I don't have any mana. Just give us the 5 cap, guys.
Somebody go to flag. I know where the hunter is. That's way too many there.
What a route here. Actually, is Hunter still on me? I don't have fire reflector. I'm gonna put a fire reflector on here. I'm like no mana. I literally have 0 mana. The Viper stunned me there. This will be okay. We'll still end. It doesn't end up being like a big difference in honor. Jesus. Because the game lasts longer, but we get a ton of honorable kills, right? Like I've gotten a ton of honorable kills this game, 52, as opposed to like last game we had like 12 or something, or 15. So we get more honor from actual kills, but we're at pretty high honor right now. It says I'm at 16,000 honor per hour.
They might be pushing LM. No,
Okay. I don't want to shift out of this Frost Nova because I don't have any mana. So I'm just gonna be sitting like a sitting duck in human form. I'm just gonna keep capping. If I start getting kind of low on health, I'll have frenzied regen. Have our frenzied regen here. Wow. Okay. I have some mail here, so I'm gonna check it real quick before Moonglade port.
I'm almost done with the AV with the direct. Tomorrow, so I'm back in the
Dirty Dave sent me 5 deviant fish. Or deviant delights.
Get a Druid in here for me. Whoa, hold on. Let's invite Bohika. He's solo queuing. That'd be a warrior. Bohika's dope. Let me ask him how long.
You can get a Lyser, Jason, or the mage after he's got an AV right now, so probably after the next game, I guess.
Yeah, it says we're at 16.8k on a per hour. It's actually really high right now. I don't know why it's so high. Maybe it's like bugged out. That doesn't seem right.
Drop my Druid friend. It's Zeraho.
Yeah, I got an alley shaman, so that's...
Is he not accepting the invite? Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, okay. As Raho said, we never got the invite. We just returned.
Like, is anyone over here?
Oh shit, Bohika's in Oregon drop queues. How far are we going? Nah, we're about to find. As soon as we get in, maybe we invite him. I don't know. Wait, we just invited a whole bunch of people. We reset it. Can we invite Bohika as well?
see if we can find a songflower spawn that's up. Oh, this is bad. Was double fire mage? Did you fire kill himself, please? Oh, he potted! That little jerk! No! How are you gonna 2v1 and then still use a potion, man? Come on. Come on, man! That was shitty. I wasn't, that they surprised me. I was like looking over for that songflower, so I didn't see him run up on me. So I just got like completely cucked in the opener there. Blast wave on me, like everything. Like I had no initial like pressure out on them. I was just trying to finish off that other mage too. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on. I'm gonna put on if it's double fire mage, or I mean double mage. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough, because they can blink or block out of my rocket helm, so I can't really use rocket helm. You can try MC helm. They're probably gonna be gone. I have to get the jump on them though to use MC helm. I doubt they're still here. I think they got the hunter too. Oh. AV popped. I didn't think we were gonna get another AV. AV's worth it just because of the it's already partly done too. Just because the amount of honor you're gonna get from honor kills, and you can turn in for great honor. Like, and I still have 4 Warsong marks left, so I'm getting like a bonus 2,000 honor. Well, it's like actually like a bonus like 1,000 honor on top of AV itself being probably around 6,000 or 7,000 honor. Between the honorable kills and the honor from the game. Put on my mount speed set to try and get up there a little bit quicker. This might be a tough one, man. People in chat are saying like we just can't end. We'll see. Hopefully this isn't brutal. Pretty huge right now. Double war cry. Big chicken boy. We can kill this healer here. Nice. Oh. I'll throw on Fire Reflector here. I'll be able to get a couple kills on Fire Reflector by itself, just with mages not expecting it in this situation. Abolish. Let me drink. I might go ahead and just turn off the stream, guys. This is kind of like more boring. AV is more boring. PvP is not super exciting. But trying to do what I can to push my last little bit of honor here for the week. But yeah, I think I'll probably turn off the stream here for now, and then we'll come back on Mirror's Edge full soundtrack. Interesting. But I'll probably be streaming here sometime in the next couple days. Some more of the rank grind. If this is one of those 1 hour long AVs, yeah, it kind of is. Like these guys are saying. Right when I joined, they're like, yeah, we're getting like no honor from them at this point. Like, we just need to end. And so I think this is going to be kind of like a boring stalemate type AV. So that's part of my reason for saying that. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and we'll turn off the stream here. I'll be back doing some more ABs and kind of world PvP stuff tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get that rank 12 tomorrow. That'd be pretty exciting. Be General Coachella. So, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I, like always, appreciate it. And I will, I'll catch you guys sometime here in the next couple days. See ya.